fit pay 50% of Nigerian footballers.
I wanted to ask you guys what players you need to officially put on the fraud watch list.
I think Sesko. I'm sorry, but
I like them having 10 games first.
That's why I said most of it is 8 watch, not even fraud watch now. Because after 4 games already,
but you were very happy to
put Sesko on.
No.
Where do you think this Champions League goes to?
I look at Arsenal. The only where is
There's no weakness in the team.
Where is the weakness in the
There is
team?
a lot of weakness in the Arsenal.
No, I like to hear it. Kane is a better goal scorer.
He's a
than
better
Benzema.
footballer.
No, he's not a better footballer.
My brother!
Kane is a better goal scorer than Benzema.
When I'm around the Super Eagles camp and I see camp opens on Monday and I see a professional player coming into camp on Thursday for a game that we played on Friday or Saturday, I do not know how to handle that. Now, you hear that the camp is opening in Uyo and then you come to Lagos first,
do
you
one
spend
or
Monday,
two
do 1 or 2,
debauchery
then you go.
activities.
And people think, you're petty. No. If I tell you that you played rubbish representing Nigeria while you're playing better for your club and you get angry because I mentioned your name, that's your business.
Yeah.
It's not my business.
If you all it's because we're boring fake. It's fake. No. Give me 5 million. You understand?
You know, the guys are like characters in a film. It's like a weekly TV show. I think the camaraderie between the guys, myself, Ini, IBK, Wale, of course, as well as Rufai, creates an interesting dynamic that I think the viewers certainly relate to.
CHP over the years has been a necessity, still is a necessity, at a time where everything feels fast and regurgitated.
Our cultural space was craving realness, heritage and intention, and that is why I'm able to be myself on the podcast.
Oh yeah, now predict that now.
I've seen games like this.
Predict that.
We've been able to move with clarity to deliver something with restraint, depth, and timeless wit. And in many ways, we've been able to reset the standard to show what is possible from an African cultural and storytelling perspective.
In the first half,
I don't know the game that you watched, but in that first half, the team that looked like they were going to score the most was us.
For us, it's not punditry, it's artistry. There's a self-awareness to what we're doing. For us, we're driving our cultural nuances in every single conversation, and I think that's what we keep trying to do. THP at Season 6 is a proof that when your product is sharp and your values are intact and your timing is intentional, you have a chance of building something that is authentic.
We're playing a different game, not one based on virality or chasing the algorithm, but one built on value.
We're not looking to scale at all costs. We're building substance and we want that to scale over time.
After 6 solid years with the guys, I realized that we are not just a sports show that's entertaining, but an entertainment show that truly knows sport. I'm sure you know that already.
He just needs more oil. I will collect on 70,000. I said, this guy, he would never make it. But all of this means nothing if no one is ready to receive it. And that's where you, the viewers, come in.
Thank you for allowing us to play our position and allowing our work to speak for itself.
So every now and then I go somewhere to different places and someone recognizes you. And that totally humbles me because of the fantastic community we've been able to build.
All of this is not enough without you guys.
Thank you and welcome.
Welcome to Season 6.
Hello, everybody. Welcome along to our Hindsight Podcast Studios. I am Yubi, and so Dwonovid. And on this little entertainment show of ours, where you come for the football and stay for the rest, it is my pleasure to welcome you back to our studios. And of course, this is how we line up, starting off with a double award-winning podcaster and turn Uber driver nowadays. IVK Sports. Good to have you back on the show. It's got the. Is this a coffee? This is not a coffee brand. It's got the matching hoodie and the matching wristwatch. Made observations there.
Yeah.
And if you zoom into his feet, you can find the new sneakers there. Next up, you've got to speak about the A&R, Mr. Lakano Rufai, who's the only most busy non-rich man, not rich yet. Because every time you call Rufai, he's always on something or he's always doing something. Not rich, but too busy.
Yeah.
Anyway, in the 6 years of this show, or the 5 years rather, we hardly invite people who do not quite fit with us. On this particular episode, we did our research, and it was only right that we brought in Mathew Edafe, who's a talk show host amongst talk show hosts. Please make welcome for Mathew Edafe. Gentlemen, it is good to have everyone on the show.
Absolutely.
Finally, Mathew joins us. And I've got to say that, with Mathew, I hope you're comfortable calling me Mathew.
Yeah, that's
I
my
know a
name.
lot of people call you Edafe.
No, that's my
Right,
given name.
right, right.
Edafe is my father's name. I don't know why people like it. The man
Yeah.
that died and left me very early. People just used to say that name they wanted to.
No, but look, you know, for us, before every time we invite somebody on the show, the most important thing is that they fit, and you know, they bring a different perspective. We've had a few.
Do I fit?
Yeah, I think you fit. I think you fit.
I don't fit anywhere. People always say I don't fit.
No, you fit in the podcast.
No. I think you fit.
But I guess we'll find out, right?
Yeah, we will.
I will say,
I'm sure.
I will say something that will cause trouble
I'm
for
senior
everybody
man.
now.
No, I guess we'll find out.
Leave in the title for any any that can get
Yeah,
angry and
senior man too.
I withdraw his wife from the gym. Put me in his seats.
He needs an international break, and it is off for a month, right? So I want to thank you very much indeed for keeping the virtual episodes going. That is really nice. We started a THP community on a WhatsApp forum, so that's really nice as well. So thank you very much for that. And of course, you know, I see our Spotify, you know, listener base growing 4.9 ratings and stuff like that. So that's really good. So we appreciate all the love. So let's keep that going. Gentlemen, is everybody okay? Good to see you all.
Yeah,
What's up with the...
Abigail is moving up in the world.
What's up with the, you know, I like the hoodie actually, so you should plug me.
New hoodie,
New kicks, new hoodie.
Now I dare road every time.
You know, I like it very much, right?
He said I don't start Uber. Go. Maybe I could do say carry you one day.
No, be like you don't start Uber.
Baba, relax. So Uber drivers make a lot of money.
No, before
They make a lot of money.
Even here, they make money.
They make a lot of money. I was with a friend of mine.
Because I met Uber drivers who, every time I enter Uber, Bolt, I say, how much do you make a day? Something like 50K. And then I multiply it. I know that I will, you know, you have to cut expense and all that.
Yeah, that's a good return.
How many? I always relate everything to my industry. In this industry where we did, where me and you,
Where you be inside?
they say they don't be
Because
I'm not a journalist.
Because
so
me, I dey outside. I dey outside. They look
like a bat.
No, I have never been a journalist. I'm
Yeah.
a sports entrepreneur.
Right,
I'm a
right.
former footballer, football administrator. I've never been a journalist, and that's something that a lot of people don't understand.
Yeah.
But in this whole hustling, that's the industry I'm in. I'm
Yeah,
a hustling
yeah,
man,
yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
feed my
Working man.
family, working man trying to feed. I'm not even the beekeeper yet. I'm just a working man trying to feed my family and all that. That if you mistakenly not, that's why when I post it, oh, you journalist.
You know, relax.
Journalists will be poor people now are they happy to be part of.
Right. Let's yeah. Go,
Uber drivers make the kind of money that if they put a plan to their earnings, they are in the upper echelon. No?
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I think for me the key thing is you must have great people skills and you must have a lot of patience. I ordered so a friend of mine was going to the airport, so we ordered an Uber, and this guy pulled up in a 2014 or 2015 Sonata, you know, hard car. So the guy opened his trunk to put the luggage, and I could see his Crocs, you know, clean, everything like nice. I just knew this guy was just like, you know what, I'm bored at home, like let me hit the road.
I think
That's how almost all the cab that we took in Morocco is like.
Yeah.
I almost thought that the guys were living in their car.
Yeah.
Yes, no.
Fine box of clothes. I told one guy, take us to the beach. He did his whole change up there. I was like, oh.
Clean, clean.
Clean now, clean. So that, you
Nice.
see, the one that me I don't like. IBK now is you say I don't start Uber. There's this thing where Nigerians feel like it's below
Low
them
down
because
their
It's
thing.
in label.
Uber no dey
There's-
below me.
and what's interesting is that
Just piss off,
this is
bro.
the same country where economically we are nowhere.
Poverty
We are below
capital of the world.
everybody.
We are below everybody.
No. You are the poverty capital of the world.
You know,
get?
so and people want to see.
The only thing I don't
wanna
like-
smirk.
The only
But
thing I
it's-
tried to like, if you do public driving thing, I beg avoid body odor.
Yeah, let's
The way that one.
No,
they
of course.
do me,
In
there's
fact,
a-
not just avoid
use
body odors,
perfume,
even
I
your
beg.
car.
Let your car be
Even your
neat.
car. There was
That's
a
all.
day I took a cab, and you know this lag ride cars.
Oh.
You know they're quite nice.
Yeah.
So every time I say lag ride, I say nice car, make it come. This guy brought his lag ride. The whole car is smelling of fish. I don't know where the guy went and carried fish and then cleaned the car.
When you go carry person.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we should just branch car wash now.
You go
Clean the
clean the
car.
car now.
Yeah. The lag ride guy hit me one time. So I just bought the, you know, anyway, TMI. So I was packed. I was packed somewhere, right?
Your light, Sean.
Right. I was packed somewhere. No, I was packed somewhere, and you know we're trying to figure out to do some programming stuff. And honestly, where I was packed, like had a Rubicon. So it's like you open for you, you come in. So the guy just rolled and came and hit. I was like, Jesus Christ, and we're just oven baked at the time, my brother.
issue.
So luckily for me, right, he had already lost momentum. He just notched me. But you know, when you're in your car and someone nudges you, you will feel like the waters.
Yeah.
You
When
feel
you
like
come
the waters
down,
should shake.
concentrating on small thing.
Yeah. So I came out, so it was a small thing, but I found out he was drunk, right? So I was like, you're gonna have to pay for it. You understand? I was gonna let him go. I was
But
like,
he
no,
was
the fact
drunk.
that you were drunk.
And you're
You
driving.
go, you're driving. You go pay for him. You understand? So as small as it was, I won't pay for him.
You drop money.
Yeah. No. The funny thing is, the guy didn't even have money. You know, the guy apparently he wasn't even in his car, that kind of thing. So I mean, anyway, long story short. But I did take note of all some of the messages on YouTube, right? And someone mentioned they missed the main watch, so I made sure to make a good compilation of all of that, right? And this babe on Twitter said, do men still appreciate natural bodies? That's what she tweeted. Someone replied and said, Champions League is back. Go and ask your therapist. Go and ask your grandfather. Don't be asking me questions on this
Don't
thing.
get time for that one.
Someone said, so what is scary at 3 a.m. but normal at 3 p.m.? Someone replied and said, hearing children laughing outside. It's scary at 3 a.m. but it's normal at 3 p.m. Make you wake up for night.
3 a.m. Children. No. I'm leaving the entire community.
Coven in the
Anything will make me survive till morning.
Yeah.
I'm leaving the entire community.
No, man. Someone mentioned, said, I've done everything I can, but I'm still unable to love football, right? And the reply was, someone replied and said, approaching it with love is your main problem. Start by hate watching on teams.
Yeah.
And you would love football.
The love will find
Oh,
you.
find you there. You
Start by hate watching.
hate watch first. You get it. Then you find love.
Love
So,
is too heavy now
The
for
way man, the
football.
way man, they even give me love these days.
bro. But on a more serious note, which is actually sad, someone mentioned, he said, I came to the cinema and the hall was completely empty. So this country is in shambles. Someone did a quick, breakdown and said, get empty ticket. Tickets for 24,000 naira, right? Ticket to and fro, about 10K, which is actually very conservative, right? So how much do you earn? Like, that's on a one sitting, that's 60K.
It's
You don't buy popcorn.
And funny thing,
nothing inside.
This thing when you're talking, I think it was last 2 months.
When was
or
the last
so.
time I went to cinema?
I was
can't remember.
in
not in
ICM
cinema
and
guy
I was like,
I used to.
make I even enter, make I check waiting did they watch it for the cinemas and all. No, because I just want to see the price. I want to see the old vibes because it's been long.
Yeah.
And I see movie ticket about 17K or
My
so.
brother.
I thought it was a joke.
Throw it back to you like this with your ID card, 500 naira.
Guy, like 1.5,
Bro.
1.5, 2K.
When Venom
I
came
see
out,
17K. I
Venom
say,
2 came out. VIP
God,
at,
abeg.
let me not mention
Bro,
the cinema name.
crazy.
It says 30K for tickets.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always cool when I go out because I don't want anybody raising their phone and then using me to trend. But I lost it. I came with my kids.
30,000.
30K. I said, okay, what of regular? 21,000 naira. I said,
What's the
You know
difference?
this-
I have
that
a
is
box
just
in my
spend
house.
over 100K that
Yeah,
day.
I have a
Just-
box in my house. I said, guys, let's go now. 100 inches TV now. Let's go and watch it from the box.
See,
Venom did it. HD.
know-
Let's go and watch it.
you know what's
Leave
interesting
popcorn,
is-
I go buy am, cook am for
What is interesting is that this thing is when I find, because I hear it on Twitter a lot. People say, Nigerians couldn't pay at the stadium. We don't love football enough. You can't pay this 2,000, 1,000 or so. We don't love football enough because the figure is very small.
Yeah.
It sounds like, you should be able to pay 1,000. But you have to understand,
From your perspective, no?
it's from perspective number one. Number two, you have to scale it. The stadium is how many thousand people, right? So you have to then understand, for you to fill that stadium up, you would require that number of people to be able, and not a lot of people can have. See, that 1,000, they would rather hold it.
Yeah.
And then, so if you then scale it down,
that one. I'm not gonna agree.
if you then scale it down, we'll get there. If you scale it down and say, okay, in a cinema, it's only about 20-something people, right? It's the same way you are now looking at the people that can afford 5K. They go to the cinema and be like, it's 21,000. All of a sudden, it's too expensive for them.
Yeah.
People that can afford 7K, it's 30K. All of a sudden, it's expensive for them.
If there is no alternative to the cinema, we will still pay 50K to watch movies.
If there's no alternative.
like if I don't have a box in my house, I don't have a big TV.
I could refute that. I could refute
I'm
that.
coming.
Wait.
I'm coming.
Let me
I'm coming.
get it straight.
In football, using football as example, every club in Nigeria, there's not a single club in Nigeria that have done deliberate marketing to the fans. Every Nigerian club is entitled to the fact that you are supposed to come watch us. It is from that mindset, that mentality that Nico is 5,000. I will fill the stadium every home game if I run a club.
No, from that angle, right?
Lagos Island is 5 million people.
Yeah.
The population of Lagos Island is 5 million people. Anywhere you bring in fans from, that you cannot harvest 5,000 people from 5 million.
5 million.
It's your fault.
Yeah.
That one
Yeah,
is not economy.
I totally agree
Having
with that.
said
I can't
that,
argue with that.
your point of disposable income is also a great deal. And
Yeah.
this argument came up when somebody was saying, why is Nike not launching the Super Eagles kits in Nigeria? And I said, if you pay $120 to buy original Nike jersey,
Like I was just say, please, who can point me to? Who can point me
to Adidas store.
Go to Adidas. No, you still stress.
Go on. They will tell you that something thousand down.
so can you pay $350,000
For one
to
jersey.
buy one jersey? How much should they earn?
Someone mentioned, he said there was a time on this app, which is Twitter, right, when the daughters of Eve said that WhatsApp calls were red flag.
Yes.
There was.
Say age has turned red
very
flag
stupid.
to green flag now.
Now, if I see normal call, I dey always wonder.
No. Now that it's raining, right? WhatsApp calls are clearer. I'm not kidding. No cap. Now that it's raining, especially now, when I'm trying to call me and when they talk almost every day, right? No making wife here, but truth is, every time he calls me on normal call, it's like, Baba, call me on WhatsApp. It's clearer. Do you get? But you see,
Now that on your network anyway.
No, what you see, like I said before, I don't know why it is this country. Yeah, the poverty capital of the world. There's a gender that wants to make you feel like there's one hierarchy. Me and you know, the statistics have said it. You don't have money. I don't have money.
How can you be
How many of us get 500K per
shaming
account?
people?
Yes.
All of
When
us
you
don't
don't
get
get
money.
you get
Like,
All these mathematics where you want to form one kind style. You don't get money. The stats don't show them.
as in,
someone said, I remember meeting a rich man's daughter, right, when I was in law school. And she told me her full name and said, you must know my father. I said, no. Did he say he knows me?
now this doctor. Now this doctor.
Did he say he knows me?
You know me.
That's
What
what
you
get
make?
vexed.
What you like make you vex now? If you like make you vex.
That I not concern me.
Don't be silly. But,
Stop paying my fees.
Your father
Stop
said he
paying
knows
my
me.
bill.
The guy don't talk to me again.
See,
No problem.
it's okay. Me. I don't even like. Once I say, okay, what you want to go and do? What you want to do? You want to pull rank? Say maybe you get one money.
Go hard you for
Maybe
me.
you no.
When I was still working in radio, you know how you wake up very early, you're trying to beat the whole traffic so that you make your 6 o'clock show. Yeah, one guy, I'm not to just try to kiss. We'll not kiss. The guy just came down. Do you know who I am? I'll deal with you. In such situation, I need the escalator. I'll first calm down. I know if you put your hand on me, I always have a knife in my car. If you arrest me, they'll beat me, right? So the first thing I said, I'm not promoting violence.
Why have an address, right? You know your show is every day. Our show is 1 week, right? on your show, this thing where you talk.
I've said it before. So the guy said, I can't wind down. I said, bros, let's be fair. Nobody know the two of us. If you are somebody, you won't be driving on the road this time.
This
And
no
now
matter how
hustle
much-
me and you they go hustle
hustle
too.
with
Brother,
your-
how can we help ourselves?
Do you
What
understand?
can we do to solve this
Relax.
problem? Now just turn your mirror, turn.
Small.
It won't be big deal. If you want my pay too, I face still pay. But nobody knows.
Guy go very he go calm
The
down.
guy relax.
He go calm
to the point
down.
where
Nobody
we now
knows.
change number, we became friends.
Yes, now,
Bro,
Like,
like
and you there, they hustle 6 a.m. Where are you going? 6 a.m. if you get money.
We successful person, they come up for us 5:15, 5:30 a.m.
Maybe they run.
in hurry.
Shebi, you don't see Dangote interview now. When he talk, say the president called him and said they should meet by 6. He said he told the president that I'm in Lagos. Give me till 8. He said I flew there. If you are in a hurry for anything, you get money, you go fly.
we fly here.
You go call private jet. What you say you there for traffic for
We are
Lagos?
nobody,
You know
so
why?
do
I'm
you know
coming
why?
up for here.
Nah, she not $10,000. I be how much I dey hear the price. If you use them, say if you want to try, they go fast. Nothing like
Bro.
say some of us no nobody.
on this
Nobody knows.
on this dating
We are nobody's.
on this dating matter, you know that image on Twitter where there's a cartoon character where they're putting knives on his neck. They're like, say which opinion will put you in this position?
Yes.
So this guy said, unpopular dating opinions that will get you in this position, which is pretty much, someone said, date somebody, who's interested in you, right?
Yeah.
Say, I don't mean someone who thinks you're cute, you're funny, all that kind of stuff. Say,
yeah.
I mean someone who wants to know every insignificant detail, right, about you. There's a difference between attraction and interest, right?
Yeah.
Find the person who wants to learn every aspect of who you are.
The guy is
You see-
cooking.
you see-
the guy he cooks.
When you find these kind of people, all this they say.
Yeah, you know, go to stress yourself.
Cinema, you know, say.
The guy cooked.
When I go to take all this
Oh, he
things
had.
to-
Oh, he
Now the
had.
wife I
Oh, he
get.
had.
What do you mean he had? You know hard.
Yes,
now.
sir.
No, hard.
Locking it to people like Wale and Daffy.
Bro, he
Right.
had.
You know hard
When you
now.
see the wife, you go know.
You get.
You know how
you,
now.
you,
Yeah,
will know.
you
You will
know.
know. And the funny thing is, that I always say this thing.
No
You
be
go
rocket science.
no.
No, now we, we no say Sister Nkechi go give us peace, but we're looking for CC Winers with a touch of Nicki Minaj and a touch of Cardi B
Enjoying
and
life.
all that. Can't kill you.
See,
you
let me
can't
tell
say
you.
women bad.
See, let me
Now
tell
we
you.
cause
See,
am.
let me tell you. See, let me tell you. This me, I know they always believed in a weak cause, but that one is another conversation. But you see, what Abike say he had, well, it's not hard. I can understand what you mean.
I you get baby now.
Economic-
You should be
he
saying
say he had.
No, I
You know,
see.
you should be saying hi.
See, Baba,
You
he
see this
had.
guy, today he go tell us say he dey one relationship. Next where he go say he don't cast. After that, he go come say he dey another relationship.
No, in a fair commitment. So you know those kind of people. When you not want to make the thing too long,
they
make
look-
the woman can settle.
You never been talk before.
See how she dey look me.
No, I got friends like that. Like,
Make him talk. Now
I,
you know wetin
I
he
grew
talk,
up with
wetin-
boys.
Yeah.
You know when you and then as I walk right now, I have staff where guy. Alpha. So they go show you one girl say, "Now my main baby this." The fact say use that word main,
Main.
and they look the guest. I would not guess it. Somebody say my main means there are other
There are
people.
others.
Then they fear if you stay too long, he might find something that makes him stay committed, and he never one day committed. Ah.
Yeah.
Those
yeah.
will find fault.
He said
So-
never on the committee.
So no, you lie. So the reason why I talk say
I don't see your- you don't-
the reason-
you don't see
the
your
reason-
babe before.
Why I go show you? Now you born me.
You want snatch the baby?
Now you I go pay bride price to.
Yeah, but-
Now you want collect.
Now you go pay am too.
But now you go call.
No,
Go to Bala.
Oh, yeah, me.
No, you know go happen. You go just here say I don't marry, I don't born. I'm not inviting anybody to anything. I don't want to do any party. I don't want to do. You go just here say I don't marry, I don't born. I'm not doing anything.
And don't marry.
So why
Paul,
would they
eh?
tell you?
That one are you now? You
Uh-huh.
don't tell me anything.
Someone said, you know that greater than sign on Twitter when they do greater
Yeah.
than, right? Someone said taking a nap inside Danfo greater than.
I make God deliver you.
Someone reply say waking up to meat pie in your hand. On the phone.
You learn a very good lesson
I don't have that
in
experience.
this life.
See, where you the Chris?
The one I know, Sha, if I don't dey down for, I don't say sleep. You don't say you get sleep when we say for inside down for sleep they overtake you from nowhere. Don't be say you know they know. See, so once I get any feeling of I go put my phone deep and where first. Hold on, we're going to say okay. I don't ready now. Any way you want to.
You guys need a Lagos
Someone said-
experience. A Lagos experience show.
Someone said-
podcast
So
on
which
Lagos
one-
experience.
So which
Someone
one,
said-
sorry. So which one is safer? Putting your phones in your hands or putting it in the pocket?
Pockets,
or in the
no,
bag?
No, it depends on where you
Your
are.
front, if you're wearing a
Like if you
jean,
dey computer village now.
No,
where
put
your
it- hold-
phone
hold
dey?
on.
front
like-
jeans pocket.
Hold on for if you dey for where crowd
If
dey.
I dey enter computer village like.
Hold on for hand.
I
Like,
dey show you say.
if you dey wear crowd, they because if you dey for pockets, they fit finger you.
Yes.
Front jeans pocket.
Yes. Computer village.
Because if
Well, I've
crowd,
never been to Compton.
I
If-
go rather see am like this.
if
See,
the crowd, if
Make
you
it see
dey
how
enter
if
crowd,
one
na dey
come
jam
out,
body,
I go
na dey jam body. I remember for that NSAS protest. See, see, let me tell you.
Where the story is going is already killing me. With the protest
They
for
don't pick my phone.
with the protest for
Let
for
me tell
good
you,
thing and
yes,
the
now.
pocket pick you.
Yes, now.
Bro,
Yes, now. They don't pick my phone.
bro.
The guy pick and go. Before I can't know, say true. All this thing where this guy they do, say,
do-
now my
na-
phone
na-
is a target.
yes, sir.
But at the time where they there, because
Rufus just
again
said-
I had two phones.
Bro.
So you know, it make me day.
say nothing.
It made me dey a little relaxed. I no quick feel say
Exactly.
something. But the
I
other
can't hold
phone
two
na
phones,
small phone,
never.
but I no quick feel say something they miss on
We
my
are
pocket.
protesting for the good of the nation.
I can't hold two
They
phones.
move my phone. Oh.
Nah, no.
If I just say,
I
call
know
my
how to
phone. I
use
say,
two phone.
call your phone, K.
That's how
No,
I
you
know
were-
that.
no, you
That's
did.
how. That's why if you see
You
me,
don't jam the guy.
if you see,
No.
I don't jam am.
The guy move.
Now they tell you say if you dey wear
For
crowd
protest.
day, if you dey wear
Jesus.
crowd day, your best bet na to hold your phone.
Guy,
Shey,
me,
you guys
as I
know
dey
that
enter computer village, I dey hold my phone
if
like
crowd no dey, I go
I
catch
never
the guy.
do
now.
that.
You know that thing where we say, you come down from bus, you get. You come down from bus, your airport in your ear, but you can't skip.
As you dey go, you dey
dey
skip small. You know they go far from the phone.
Ah,
It's gone.
shit.
It's gone.
Something happened.
Why have I not been coming to this show?
It's gone.
Shit.
This is
He say,
therapy.
he say, what can quickly neutralize alcohol? Someone say, make him move your phone. see that call, eh? That call clear for
Wait. You don't go.
I wasn't wrong when I kept telling my
Bro.
crew that this is the best podcast. I'm not saying it for myself, but this is actually the best. Experiencing it now, like, God.
We appreciate
that, man.
We are master the mixture where you mix.
You know, somebody once told me that, why am I sharing more of hindsight on my WhatsApp status than my own show? Because I like to share what I enjoy.
Yeah.
So you don't enjoy what you do, as I do, but this one is sweet me for body.
Nah, this is really good. Thank you.
Man, this is-
I appreciate
Some of these
it.
experiences are killer.
Nah.
We they do NSAS protest too.
Bro.
They move
For
my
good
phone.
nation, they move.
They move my phone. And the funniest thing was I never tell where I been buy that phone.
Yeah.
They move my phone.
This country is
Rufus
is
used
amazing.
over 6 iPhones in the last 6 years. You think that he's a trendy guy. You know, he likes to change.
No, I don't.
Something the way happens.
He's going through the process.
Rufus last phone. If somebody call him a toilet, he vibrate that toilet.
Rufai, what's happening?
I don't know.
Who you do?
That's what Rufus
So
said.
even like say village people, they don't see me catch that, so they pursue
Your phone.
you know.
I see one video where Bridget post. He say the guy walk up and say, you never die. Say, you don't say you don't get car. That's why I said that car. I said I'm good. You never buy car.
Bro. That's what I'm about to say. That say wait till they quick clear call. You don't go events, you don't go party where we say
Bro.
you don't drink. As you come out, you think say now where you park the car. Meanwhile, when you be the enter na another place you park the car. So now as you come out, you can't think say now where you park the car. You can't come out. As you come out, you don't see the car there. I swear
Your
to
soul,
God, the alcohol it go clear now
It's out.
immediately.
Your soul will leave your body for
Bro.
that brief moment.
Bro.
If you Chris, okay, someone mentioned I said,
I didn't have a car for 6 years, so I know this one.
Yeah.
They take my car at gunpoint, August
Wow.
28, 2008.
Wow.
Like, they shoot through the door like this, RAV4. They shoot through the door in Pasco like this.
Where be this?
Lagos, yeah.
which
Terranes Junction, like 2008, don't say now. Like, when they say spirit, soul, and body, they went their separate ways.
Yeah.
Matters, compounds, everybody
Gone.
go their
Bro,
separate ways.
all the cells for your body.
All my worry boy gra.
You cool.
I humble. That's one of the days of humble. And it took me 6 years before I got on that car. It's the longest period in my adult life of not having a car.
So you don't come find the car or you know.
I don't understand.
I don't
If you
understand.
see
What kind of
how,
question
if
is
you
that?
see how police use me take trade,
I'm passing you back.
they go call me say they just got a signal and it always dey far.
Send one money.
Ido, I've not been to that place before.
Yeah.
Say they send for Ido, I need to send money.
Yeah,
My
so
DPO come in one day tell me say
This is-
forget to.
all these boys
You know.
that money where you dey send now back they shop mama put to nobody dey
bread
go
outside.
anywhere.
But this is the last one, right? Someone said, he said, I thought Rashford could dribble. Someone replied and said, say when you pay the 40 million, we'll activate the dribbling. We'll activate that dribbling feature.
Obligation to
So
dribble.
when you enjoy.
The OS update. We'll run out for you.
I know now,
Just
I mean, they Chris.
pay 40 meter first.
But that last game, in try.
I mean, the Chris.
Interesting.
Someone said, he said, imagine calling him king, right? When he can't even contribute, to a broken gate at your parents' house, right? What kind of throne is he ruling from?
So what do you have about it?
What's your
Someone said, say, your own daddy doesn't want to be called king.
What people don't get shit.
Let him visit palace now. Let him visit his own palace gate.
People don't get shit.
Men don't so far.
Oh,
No.
But some of the
No,
things
man,
I
that
see on
man
social
wants
media, I'd always ask, if I want comment, who raised this girl?
Bro.
Some of the things people
But
say,
I feel some of them are just.
Nah,
maybe for
nah,
Kroos,
nah, nah,
because
nah,
this
nah,
kind
nah,
of thing
nah,
that they
nah,
happen.
nah,
You can't be in Nigeria. Somebody say,
Bro.
second day after I give you my number and a billing.
I think the worst
Are
thing
they say for billings
the,
way?
the,
Guys
the
don't
worst
finish.
thing that happened to Twitter was that monetization.
Bro, it's
thing.
crazy,
That's
man.
the worst thing that happened to Twitter.
Ruin the app. Ruin the app
You
completely.
completely
So many
ruined it.
unreal these things.
Someone
man.
completely ruined it.
say, which family member would you slap for $50 million? Someone replied and said, the first one I see.
Everybody wait to
Anybody I see first.
will receive
50 million.
Awala everywhere.
First person I
I
see.
say, all my principal go break.
$50 million.
Bro.
They go slap
So-
me for not slapping them.
Yeah.
But in my mother their life, I still not going to slap them.
Yeah. But, yeah.
For 50
Because
million.
I'm not going to live to see the money. It's a consciousness you should have.
I know what you mean.
Knowing I'm not going to live to see the money. So by the time we will not just get the money, we will put that life. There's no part of the conversation wait for $50
Wait for
million
me walk.
and for 50 slap my mother. I know they're alive to see the money.
But it's crazy. I felt like this last 2 weeks was really good, especially I get bored sometimes, with a bit too much football. So I enjoyed the
break.
the Crawford Canelo fight, for example. I think this year has been the best. Well, for me, in the last decade or so, where we've had some premium epic fights in the same calendar year. Conor
This
Ben,
year?
yeah, Conor Ben, Chris Eubank Jr. really good.
Yeah, that was good.
Usyk Dubois was really good. Canelo Crawford was brilliant.
96.
Well, those are three very good fights,
96.
but-
We had some very. 96 was when Tupac died,
96
right?
has been more than a decade.
This
that's
is recent time.
Recent
recent
time.
time.
Probably the
Yeah,
best year I've had as
recent
far as
time.
boxing goes.
Recent time.
You know.
Yeah.
Because the Wilder, AJ, they never used to fight like the same year.
Yeah.
You know, they would do one fight this year and
Yeah.
then you have another
2
one
years
the following
after that
year,
kind of thing, yeah.
Possibly. That
Yeah, it was really good.
The Crawford fight was really,
Are you a boxing guy?
really impressive.
Small.
I didn't
Small.
watch it like obviously I didn't
Yeah.
watch it in real
I
time.
just like it
but
that
what
if you talk finish, the beat sense enter your head.
Best pound for pound, man.
That's
Like,
the part of boxing that I like.
that was too good. That was too good. That was too good.
Boxing actually explained science to me better.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how to punch your head and your leg is wobbling.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
So it
Gone.
now makes me understand what you and Cruyff used to say, that football is a game of the brain that is expressed with the leg.
Yeah.
So
Totally
boxing would make you understand that.
Totally agree. I don't know what you guys made of the opening, 6 weeks of the season or opening 5 weeks, but I thought it was the first thing to do on the show today, right, is to update our front watch list, right? And this is something that is very important to guide us going forward in the season. And I wanted to ask you guys what players you think, you need to officially, inaugurate, put on the front watch list. I have the popular choice,
I think Sesko. I'm sorry, but
Yeah,
I mentioned
Too early.
Sesko.
Could
I
still
mentioned
give him- could
Sesko
still
that
give
I
him a
wasn't
few
sure
games.
about the transfer, but I don't think Sesko. I don't think it will be his fault. It's
No.
I've not seen enough that he gets enough.
If you're giving a front wheel drive to Lewis Hamilton to drive in maybe in a very muddy area,
Yeah,
it's not enough for me to say he's a bad driver.
exactly.
Because the elements are all going to work against him.
Against him, yeah.
It's always going to be a miracle for him to drive well there.
Mm-hmm.
What I mean by that is Man United in the last 10 or so years have been dream killers and talent stealers and
he knows that. He knew that. before he
destroyers.
went, so
Yeah, but I mean, if he's going to destroy his talent and he's going to make a lot of money, let's not forget that the very bottom line of this football team is money.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Yes.
So if he's going to leave a
But it will make more
Leipzig.
going to Newcastle, right? I think they wanted
No.
to offer more.
the
I
the
doubt
transfer
that
fee
very much.
was
Sure.
more, but the total package. When you sign for Newcastle and they put all those clauses of if we win the league, you get this. You know that if you play there 10 years, you will not win the league.
Yeah.
Same
Man
thing with United as it is now.
but there's a
No.
possibility that you can do 3 seasons and something will change. In Man United, that's word that they use in Spain and say in Barcelona's greatest era, Real Madrid still won more Champions League than them. Man United, in their worst off era of 20 years, they still won more titles than Arsenal. Right? So
Arsenal pounds.
You would have, you would have informed me where you were going.
sorry.
Where you dey go?
Arsenal
Where-
fans will say,
So
When you take enter this-
Why you take Greece there?
"Ow."
So when you're going to Man United and the other option is Newcastle, you say, you know what?
Of course, you go to
Even
United every day.
That's
So I put
the-
Sesko there. I put for Invest as well, right? On the
No,
front
no,
watch.
no, I can't put him. No.
Florentines will
This
be
one,
the
this one.
because he went to
let's-
he was in a,
this one,
he was in a settled
Go on first. That one I hate to watch.
he came to a settled club, a successful club, and
understand.
nothing has diminished.
Wait,
there's no
wait.
muddy water, there is no bad road,
I don't
there's no
understand.
brick
I don't understand.
court.
Like, give me a reason
100
why
and-
it should not be on the list.
15 million.
He's had at least great contribution. Like I'll give examples.
you use
No,
the
no,
word
no,
great?
Let's
No,
not
no,
embellish.
I'll- no,
Let's
wait,
not embellish.
No,
Great
no,
is too far.
No, what I'm saying is,
Right.
what I'm saying. I remember was it last 2 weeks when I was saying that most times we don't want to watch midfielders again. We just want to see their statistics, which I
No, me, I
understand
want to
now.
watch. I don't even do
Which, that's,
stats.
which I understand now. But if you have seen Vitz play like the last games he has played
I
for
have.
Liverpool, you would understand that he's still that kind of guy he was at Leverkusen.
Right.
But wait, hold on. But he has not found that goal scoring boots or probably finding
Abike has a point. I see where he's going. He has a point.
finding that pass to get the final goal and the rest.
That's what's missing.
But
That was much
his
at the
gameplay.
Leverkusen.
But his gameplay, honestly, has not changed.
I want to mention 4 Liverpool midfielders, right? And tell me if Vitz has performed better than any of them.
This season.
Right? This season, yeah. Soboslai.
No.
No.
Relax. You can't mention. You can't
right back.
mention. Szoboszlai has played right
They
back.
play for right back.
Yesterday he played midfield. He too. He wasn't too.
Gravenberch.
Yeah, Gabriel is our best midfielder now.
Yeah. Best player in the middle.
Right.
Yes.
Has he played better than McAllister?
McAllister has been shite.
Alistair
never played.
played.
It's not come to the
Who else
race.
is Liverpool's midfield? Jones. He played better than Jones.
Jones said just come back.
No. Jones hasn't played.
No, he hasn't.
No,
played.
it's not.
Yeah, he just came
I'm
back.
sorry, I can't say Jones has played better than him.
No.
Relax. The point is that if you mention 4 Liverpool players, right, that are carrying the team, Salah is still doing better. No.
Ekitike.
No, Salah is not doing better. I'm sorry, no.
Salah is
Salah
doing
style.
better.
Salah style this season.
Salah is decent.
Not Salah way.
Relax.
Salah is
Salah-
decent,
My
but
brother.
Salah style
Eh,
this
not
season,
that
not the
level
Salah
Salah,
way.
brother.
Not the Salah way.
Relax. Who scored
Okay.
there? Who scored 2 goals?
Baba na penalty, bros. Na penalty.
Who scored 2? Penalty
Bros,
90
na
minutes.
Bros, na
Penalty
penalty.
90 minutes be like, no. Relax.
you can miss it too.
Baba Yana just scored 94-minute penalty for Celtic. So wetin dey talk? So wetin dey talk?
Celtic and Liverpool are the same thing.
Somebody
my own
just say,
tonight, you don't
where
need
did I
to
go
change
to Arsenal? How
need
did
to change
Ian
club.
The point is this, right? Player came in for 150 million pounds.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
In a winning team,
You'll come and sit here.
and we've said this over
Don't
and
tell
over
Empire.
again, right? When you join a winning team, it's easier to play well, right? There is no burden of proof on you.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So if, for example, Mbemo joins United and struggles, right? The team is struggling. So, the sum of his parts might also struggle, right?
True.
But when you join a title-winning team that has a stable defense, stable base, you go in there, how many games in?
Come and do your thing.
How many games in? I'm struggling to find exactly how you fit into the team. In fact, a lot of people are saying, you know what? You might be the guy they take out to accommodate another player.
No,
Let me respond to you.
I put him on forward watch. There's nothing you can tell me otherwise.
that's it. Watch.
No, you can put him on front row. That's fine. I don't have a problem. However, I think that if number
Do you know
one
Vic
thing,
has played more games than
number
Sesko?
one
No,
thing.
hold on. Do you know Vic has played more games than Sesko?
That's
Yes.
why
So-
I say your fraud watch list should have started after 10
What was
games.
your criteria to push Sesko
Exactly.
fraud watch?
Hold on.
Baba says
No, relax now. I don't want to answer.
I'm responding.
No, him.
Sesko looks like he's not even in the games. Yes.
Is there any Man United player
Has
that
he
looks
played
like they're
more?
in the game
Wait.
in Manchester right now?
Vic has played more games than
Korea,
Sesko.
which is an injury.
No, Cunha has played well.
Korea has played
Yes,
well,
but-
but
Mbemo is always in the
Mbemo
game.
has played
He
well.
has played well. Had a bad game
Even
last
their
time.
player of the season, their
You
player of
know.
the month. So
But how?
Oh, Man United, they vote player of the month.
Yes,
They
yes.
should postpone that voting.
That's the only award you can win now. You get
They should postpone it now.
So what I'm saying is that first of all, one thing that I think we should disabuse ourselves of. I don't know if it's the right word. We should stop is analyzing how a player should perform based on how much was paid for him.
No, that's
No,
important.
that-
too.
but-
You can't take that away.
No,
Then
no,
we don't
no,
get
no.
job. Then we don't have a job anymore.
That's not what we're doing here.
No,
We
you
don't have
said
a job
if you're
anymore.
coming for 115 million, you have to come in and it has to be plugged and play.
What did
That's
they
what I
see?
disagree with.
What did they see
No,
that make them
How much did
feel
Milokeres
No,
come
worth
in?
that amount?
I'm gonna tell you why.
How much did Milokeres
See,
come in?
everybody
is
is
that-
surprised
wait
that
now.
Mascara is doing what
Wait
he's
now.
doing because it's
Wait
15
now.
million or so,
Wait
13
now.
million.
The reason
If
is that
Mascara was bought for anything above 100, you will say, why are we
Hey,
surprised? That's
no,
why
no, no,
that's
no,
what
no,
we
no.
expect.
Let's
That's
no,
what we
no,
expect.
first of all, we're football people. I expect that we understand that in today's market, in today's football market, there are too many things outside of the football player that determines how much the football player moves for.
It's an
For us
limited
to now
market.
say the player must perform like this.
Right, first of all,
There are
Market.
too many
Yes.
things
Okay.
outside of the
Do
football
you know
player
any
that
time?
determines how
Do you
much
know
the
any
player
time in
goes
football
for.
history where the market is not inflated?
No,
And
no,
Shara was
I'm not
bought
saying
for
the I'm not
30
saying-
million. The whole football world went on meltdown. 30 million at the time. Linteni, AC Milan paid 13 million for him. The whole world went down. What's it called?
Zidane.
Jim Paris-Pape, no. Zidane is-
Anelka too did 30 million at
The whole
99
world
to
went on
2000.
meltdown. So
What I'm saying is not
there's
the
always a
inflated
meltdown
market.
on
No,
the
what I'm
inflated
saying is not the
market.
inflated market. What I'm saying
Yeah.
is not. What I'm saying is not the inflated market. What I say, I chose my words very carefully. I said there are too many things outside of the player that determines how much the buying club pays for the player.
But the core is the player.
Because now
But they can't just sell any player.
The years-
They can't
the
just sell
years-
any player for 100 million
there are
pounds.
too many things that determines.
What I'm
you
saying-
you sign a contract with your current club. You want to move. There's an intermediary that requires there has to be a, a certain amount paid. This was not how it
Cost
used to
and
be.
all those things.
There's an do you understand? Like you can't then say that because he has moved for 115 million, every other thing that is inside that team that could be the reason why, this is why we've said Liverpool have had midfield problems before Florian Wirtz came. Florian Wirtz, because he has moved for 115 million, is not going to now come and then solve all their midfield problems.
Have you ever sat here on this show for the years
we have said
that
it on
the
this show
shows
that they
run,
have
and you analyze
midfield problems.
a Sunderland midfielder?
Liverpool have.
He's saying something.
I'm asking you, have you ever sat here judging football from the holistic or the footballing perspective? Have you sat here and energetically analyzed Birmingham player or Sunderland player, all those lower clubs?
What for?
The reason
Prowse.
The reason you
I
don't
just gave a name. We have analyzed what
no,
Prowse.
the reason you don't go this aggressive on them is because one, those clubs, their budgets, now money where you go fee pay. You know, some of those players you can sell your wristwatch and pay their money. Right?
For where now?
Hold on. Now the point I'm raising with this, even though I'm,
you're wearing, so it's fine.
You get
see
that one.
you're
You
trying to-
can sell that one.
Sell
And
this one. Yeah.
you understand?
Don't let me do a Denzel on you.
You get before you come
So-
on here just now.
so
I don't want to allow.
We
killed
go
me.
peel fast.
so you see, when you play for Man United, you play for Liverpool, expectations are high.
Of course,
You knew that before you went there.
Of
Come
course.
there and be a Denzel immediately.
That's why I said. Denzel did
Don't
not become a
tell me-
Denzel immediately.
No.
That's why I said we are football people.
I have only one question, right? Who was Bayer Leverkusen's best player last season?
Who was?
Bayer Leverkusen's best player.
It was Florian Wirtz.
You get. So you take a superstar
Yes.
out of Bayer Leverkusen, you put him in another team, right?
Better than Leverkusen.
Better than Leverkusen, they're winning. You get in his preferred position.
But he has not done
understand?
badly. And how is it
What I'm
he-
saying,
He
the-
4
he
games
has
into the
not
season.
done bad league.
So
As in,
again. We're creating the basis for putting players on fraud watch. So what was your base to put Sesko on fraud watch?
I told you already.
What? You're saying he played 3-4 games.
He plays games and it looks as if he's not in the
Relax.
game. He doesn't score goals.
He started one
He
game.
doesn't-
Relax.
he doesn't make good runs.
Relax.
Okay.
He started one game.
I don't.
So where did you see the
I
games?
don't come on for your side.
So he started one game. So where did you see the games? Then he had cameos for 15 minutes and 10 minutes.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So what games are you talking about? Is it the ones that he played for Slovenia?
No, I will use the same metric you used for Vitz. They bought Sesko for about 90
No.
million,
I'm putting
right?
I use the same metrics to put Vitz on the front
No.
watch.
How
That you put
can
Sesko on.
Sesko be judged on the
For
transfer fee and Viz
For-
should
no,
not be
that's-
judged on?
Now I want to use the same thing for Sesko.
No,
because
no,
you're saying that
no.
Why
Why are you
Sesko-
changing it?
Why
You
is
put-
Sesko
no,
on front?
The first person to have a take on front watch was you. You said Sesko
Yes,
first,
yes,
right?
yes, and I've given
going,
you-
going by that, right?
Yeah.
I put Florian Wirtz on the front watch as well.
No, you can't.
Why?
Because he has performed better. You see what he's done on the field.
Okay, so let's make it,
Okay, you understand how
let's make it
logic
easy
works. You
for
understand how
you.
logic works.
Name 5 players on your fraud watch. 5. After Sesko, now put 4 more.
I like where it's going.
Ryan Checky. He's injured. Though.
No,
Can't put him on front watch.
He's injured. He's
He's injured.
Na me talk him. Na me still talk say he's injured now.
5. Make 5 players. We go soon reach there. We'll soon reach Florian Wirtz the month. Don't worry.
I think it's
My
too early.
position
Yeah,
on
it's
it.
actually too early, exactly.
That means Sesko should not even be there. My position is I like them having 10 games first.
That's why I said most of it is 8 watch, not even fraud watch now. Because after 4 games, you already.
But you were very happy to
Put Sesko on
Hey, now he start time.
No, he raised
now
the
you
question
ask- now
and
you
you
Ask the question,
quickly.
you can say I
rolled that one. You don't dey think am for 2 weeks.
You were waiting for
I
this
can
question.
say-
You did Ademola Olajire on Sesko.
I can say
Throw him straight under the train, not
He
boss.
said actually Masters is not a good player.
Really?
He said he's overrated. This is an 18-year-old kid. You
You
understand?
know, say now only youngsters for
You
Barcelona
never see
they
that
sabi
before
play for where IBKD.
You say he's. But when I thought Rashford, he said Rashford he played well yesterday.
Yeah, now
He said-
anything we concern Barcelona, they work well.
He said he played well yesterday. Anyway, but I wanted to ask, right? Yeah, let us know who you think is on front watch. I think it's important to establish it. Look, when people say, "Oh, season never start," when the season go start, this is all they watch.
Nah, precisely.
It's always all they watch.
It's not the final relegation battle.
Somebody's on the fight relegation. Somebody don't sack coach.
Yeah, no one
Season
sack
never-
coach already.
season
Season
never
never
start.
start. What are you talking about?
Let's
Somebody
wait
was
now.
yesterday.
When we reach
Right.
game number 20.
Right. But I don't know if you today's show is it's as fluid as it gets, right? Because we'll talk about the Champions League in just a bit. But speaking of Champions League, I was looking at the games yesterday, and of course you can't make too much of this game week 1 and things like that. But I came across the comments, and I'm sure you saw it as well. Everybody's seen it. And the reason we didn't speak about it 3 weeks ago was because I had to confirm if it was actual, Mikel actually said this and didn't say that, right? The Toni Kroos, the Toni Kroos comments.
Yeah, I said he didn't say it now.
He didn't say it.
He didn't say it.
Like
Mikel himself has said he
I'm
didn't
not
say
going to
it.
be able to sit here and tell you he didn't say it.
No.
Because
'Cause
in 2020 on Sky Sports, Mikel Obi said that. But, no, wait. That's not
No. I know. See, I've seen the video. I've seen the comments where he said he didn't say it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to confirm because
I did.
I've seen people say stuff. Say he didn't say it because it's sort of like backfired, right? But I wanted to no. That he didn't say it.
Because if he has said it, there has to be like a clip or a quoted
or something,
statement
yeah.
or
So
something of him saying
the
it.
available clip, the link to the clip, the video was removed. So that's what's making everybody struggle. Like, oh, he didn't say it. He did. Mikel Obi. I will put my neck, my kidney and liver on the line. Mikel Obi said it. No, but wait, hold on.
You said in 2020?
2020 on
Right.
Sky Sports. It wasn't on his OB's podcast. No, it wasn't.
He hasn't started the podcast.
He hasn't started a podcast. So it was a long. You know how when you say something like they do it to me now. When you say something very sensible, somebody just clip 15 seconds.
That's what listening now.
They did that to you guys.
So this guy did do now.
No, they did that to you guys when you guys addressing the Nigerian commentators.
Yes.
What you actually said was true. How can you end the game and still be saying something?
Yes.
End this thing.
But the Onikon Stadium final score.
Relax. He don't do.
El Kanemi 2, Aimba 1.
And it was such a good.
What did you say, Caesar? You don't say that.
Now you go talk about trouble.
No. I agree. I agree with what you guys said. But when the part that was clipped and put out.
Yes, now him now. See how now he walk with that.
When I watched it, I was like, they don't do this guys.
Now he walk with that.
One jobless boy is doing that to me on a regular basis.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this is what he did to Inside the other time.
Yes,
so if you don't take your time to watch the full thing, you would clip it. He said it, but the way he said it, it's not being taken out of context, right? And that taken out of context, I have my own personal Mikel Obi not saying the right things. Like when he claimed that he paid for a plane that he know he did not pay for. That he's requested for the money and they didn't pay.
That's like a two-faced
conversation.
conversation.
Two different conversations.
Because in the end, I was hearing that there's possibility that he himself.
That's why I was going to ask you.
He himself was scammed. Like
that's why I was going to ask you. That is there a chance that somebody actually scammed this guy?
There is absolutely no possibility for that to happen on that case. You know why? I know about the whole
pipe
It
low.
is not even possible. The only person that got not scammed, that's paid and they didn't use the plane and his money wasn't refunded is Yomi though, who also contributed $1 million plus when Peter Rufai died. That's a guy who didn't play football but loved football a lot, right? So the process to hire a plane and getting scammed, man, come on. Bros, there are some things that...
the reason I even said I was going to ask you
and
is
that
because
size
it
of
was
plane.
already confirmed that, Mikel paid for some things, he paid this. So there's a chance somebody might have run the rackets.
No, he did not. And the Mikel Obi that you've come to know, the way he talk about his family and money, you know that Mikel Obi not going to put $300,000. Come on. This guy who complain about his brothers asking him for money. Come on, stop.
Oh, chief.
$300,000.
Pipe blue, my brother.
Come on, stop.
That's all like I say, pipe blue, right? But speaking of topics that I wanted us to debunk, because we're pretty much doing a bit of not really fact finding, but putting some blood on fraud watch and debunking some stuff. I saw something interesting. I wanted to try it out as well, and we could speak about it, right? And it's pretty much about managers, right? And it's funny because I saw the Jose Mourinho story yesterday about
Benfica.
Looks it's been confirmed.
Yeah. I think confirmed it's not.
It's confirmed. Yeah,
It's confirmed.
Fabrizio says contract has been signed.
Yeah,
and everything.
and I wanted to find out, right, because it feels like there are more Gen Zs in the social media space, who really don't understand, what a lot of great managers have done in the game. And I was observing the commentary around, Mourinho, who's this guy, kind of, why is he jumping? And I wanted to put this out with the four of us to ask. It's a simple yes or no, not yes or no, but more or less a one-word answer, right? I'm going to list about 10 managers thereabout. You're going to say whether you can say that overrated, underrated, right, or so just say overrated, underrated. I think let's just use those two, right? So it's yes or no, right?
I won't put us in trouble now.
Right. So I'm going to start with arguably greatest of all time, right? Pep Guardiola. Overrated, underrated.
I can't use underrated. I can't use
Yeah,
overrated. Because I think he has been
He's
rated as
deserved
much
all
as
the ratings he's
exactly.
got.
So I
He's
can't
also
use
been heavily
overrated.
criticized.
Yeah, so
but it's
I
not
can't use
overrated,
underrated,
and
yeah.
it's not underrated. Nobody's even underrating him, but it's also not overrated.
Yeah.
When you get what you've
He's on
worked
his
for, what
level.
you've earned, he's on his level.
Yeah, he gets the praises, even the one where he never worked for. So I can't call him underrated.
I think I'll say overrated.
If you say that, now you don't make him overrated.
You don't- yeah, you say
If you
he's
get
overrated,
praise for what you know work for, then overrated.
No, not
It-
necessarily.
but you see, as that's why.
No, I agree with you. Be overrated.
That's why I put only two answers, because the middle is
I don't pick one.
The
Overrated.
middle is nuanced.
Pep Guardiola is not overrated.
And when you speak about managers, that for me the biggest thing I find with Pep is people attributing stuff to him. Like
That's what I mean by overrated.
So that's by definition of
Not
overrated.
that he's
Talk to
still
him
not.
like-
No, but we
great
need to
coach.
get
He's still not-
get a hand on what's attributed to him that he does not deserve.
They tell you the high press. They tell you the. They tell you
Okay, so
they tell you passing
so
from the back.
analysts-
They tell you the
Hold on.
inverting.
Analysts will speak based on their generations. That's one of the things. This job that I do, I got to a place where I started studying people who talk, whether on international platform and the local platform. And I used to get angry a lot, but then I got to a point where you can only speak facts from where you start.
But that's why you have research.
And no matter the research you do, football does not work with research, because no matter the amount of research you do about the 1930 World Cup, you will end with the scoreline and results. You cannot tell how the games were
have
played.
The idea of
No matter science that will come into football, eye test is still the best. That game you watch.
Depending on who's watching.
Depending on who's watching. That game you watch, the experience is way more than the amount of Google search and anything you do.
Yeah.
So having said that, every generation will call
And speak
somebody
based on-
on who they saw.
Yeah.
Mourinho is the greatest coach of all time for some people. Pep Guardiola is the greatest coach of all time for some people. Sir Alex Ferguson is the greatest coach of all time. Sir Bobby Robson is the greatest of all time. The guy that won the 2 Champions League for
Ancelotti.
Nottingham Forest. What's his name?
the 2 champions for Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest coach
No,
that won Champions League and relegated them
Yeah.
is the greatest coach of all time. Goros, the guy who discovered Terrible West, and I wouldn't use the word discover because he played for Julius Berger, but that took him to Europe and made him all that. Is the greatest coach for other people. Arsene Wenger, who I don't like, is the greatest coach of all time for some people. So there is generational difference, there's recency bias, there is perspective bias and all that. I look at a coach who takes a team to the World Cup and wins the World Cup and say, whoa. And then another one who takes a team to the World Cup back-to-back finals. Didier Deschamps.
Yeah.
Where do you want to put him? Do you think it is easy to keep a team of superstars like that and being able to transition from one generation to the other and still arrive at the finals of the World Cup?
So
That's
you see-
great performance.
so you see, this
but
is the
to not
this is the-
attribute
this is the middle
things
group.
like the things I don't like is he brought in inverted wingers. No.
That's what
What was
we mean.
Carlos Alberto Pereira playing
That's
in the
what we
70s?
mean by overrated.
So that's what I'm saying.
Not
right?
that he's not the great coach that he is.
You get.
But because a lot of the things that you can't, as you
you're
attributed to
attributing-
him,
Because the
that's what we
person
mean
who is
by
attributing
overrated.
it to him started watching from the Pep era.
Yeah,
so
that's-
he thinks this is the first time I'm seeing
this, yeah, right.
But Louis
But you
Van
see-
Gaal have done that with his Ajax team of 94, 95.
yeah.
So
What you
this
have said-
person now did not see
What you
Louis
have
Van
said
Gaal.
is true. What you have said is true. However, it goes beyond the fact that the person speaking, that's what they've seen. It is also because of what has been propagated in
God will bless you.
What has been propagated
There's a key
in
word.
corporates and organized media.
Information is crazy. How did I was telling Wale how I got into media. I was coming down from LaGuardia Airport in New York, right? You know how you come down like this. It's different from JFK. And then there's this big banner. He who controls information controls the balance of power. Immediately, everything clicked in my head. I said, okay, that's what's missing in Africa. We don't control our information. Our history is told to us by somebody who's never been to Africa. It doesn't even bother you that when you look at the English national team, what's they call? 3 lions. In a country that never had a lion. Where did they come about 3 lions? In a country that
I like
they don't
that
get
one.
lion.
I like that one.
You understand? But it will take deep thinking to ask that question. So some people think that lion originated from England. So good that their national team is called 3 Lions. You know what it means to have 3 Lions on your national team. So some people will believe like that. So to be able to demystify that, you have to go deeper. And I agree with you with research, but some research will only give you scoreline. If you judge the 1970 Brazil team, which is one of the greatest teams to ever play football.
Yeah, that's Google search. Research is actually deeper.
Yeah.
Google
but
search
when you do that and then you have to find clips and watch and say analyze it, the talent wise, then you now look at the 1982 team. That Socrates Zico team. Like, man, this team is about that talent, but I didn't know win anything. So some of these things are recency and from when you start to follow the game.
So I'll ask again, right? So say we'll create some context, create some, foundation, some guardrails basically.
Yeah.
Right. So we'll know what we're talking about.
No,
so
but what you put with Pep is, has he reached the threshold of greatest coach? Yes.
No, not greatest. It's a simple underrated, overrated. Underrated, overrated. I don't want to look
Pick one.
Okay.
Moving on.
So where's the take?
It's not overrated and not underrated.
Great.
But-
Sticking with that. Where are you?
He's underrated.
Underrated. Fantastic. Right. Arne Slot.
And Slot.
Yeah.
Underrated.
It's not about what he has done. It's just about
In my opinion, underrated.
I agree with underrated because I was also one of those people
I
who
agree.
felt
No,
like,
I
man, you cannot
agree.
come to the Premier League and
I agree
just
it's underrated.
run
You
everybody
understand,
down.
right?
And to play
Yeah.
38 games in the Premier League with Gear 1 and Gear 2 and win
He
it.
didn't win in his first season.
Sorry,
he
sir.
won it versus his first season.
Sorry, sir.
No, they didn't win it
No,
in the
Pep
first
didn't win his
season.
first season.
No, I'm talking Slot. Yeah, Pep didn't win
Yeah,
it.
that's underrated.
Last
Even
season,
Wenger didn't.
Last season underrated. This season overrated.
This season have not ended now.
IBK.
You can't call result
They
at
asked you
the
a question.
beginning of
That's
class.
why you say fraud watch.
Are you
No.
recreating your own question?
You're
They asked
recreating
you a
your question
They
and
asked you a question.
putting the answer that would
spend that money now. Can't say you did
No,
underrated.
but
This
make the
season.
season end.
He
If the
win that
season
before he
end,
spend the money.
Okay, moves.
if the season end, you
Now, why I say
cannot.
last season underrated.
They don't ask you season. They ask you the coach. Overrated or underrated. Pick one.
I beg. After the season, ask again. I beg.
Arsenal fans like
Now, why you there affiliated to that political party?
yeah.
Oh, Lord.
No, for sure,
There
for
is
sure.
That's why.
For sure. And I'll also out him on this show. I'll put him out.
Yes.
I'll put him out. Put it
So
out
that
there.
next election, you don't try and go and do this.
Don't let them do you, Sheilo.
I'll also put him out. Arsenal fans will like this one. Arteta.
Arteta.
Overrated.
Arteta.
Arteta is
Underrated.
overrated.
Arteta.
Highly
It's overrated.
underrated. Highly underrated.
It's overrated. I'm an Arsenal fan.
This one is a bit. Arteta. Let me
Because you have to. Yes, no. I was born into it. My father worked there now. I get FA Cup medal from my house now.
That's nice.
1971 English FA Cup medal.
That's nice. That's a winner.
Yeah.
Nice. That's really good.
So let's start with. Which
No,
other
I don't-
club?
I don't-
No, he was saying underrated. Which other club were like coach 6 years with this much spend?
6 years or 7 years? Which one is it? Because this is reducing.
6.5.
This is sixth season.
Abi?
6.5 now.
6.5. He came in halfway.
2019 December now. Right? So run
So
that
this is
period
6 full
till now.
season.
Yeah,
So-
and you only have one FA
So
Cup.
why I said it's underrated is because
Yeah,
it
overrated.
is difficult to take a club like that. for
Club like that.
long.
Are
Which club is
they,
that?
are they a Division 2
Wait,
club?
Wait.
Quick question.
hold
Did
on,
he do
hold
what
on,
Wrexham
hold on, hold
are
on.
doing?
For that long,
We'll get there.
I wonder
We'll
which
get
club
there.
you talk
difficult-
about.
it's difficult to stabilize a big club like that.
Were they
for that
relegating
long.
before?
Now this is it. People have been saying, Arsenal is synonymous to second position and the rest, but even that second position, it is not easy.
I agree.
I don't think you say easy now.
If it's not as if Arteta has not won anything for Arsenal. He's won. I think 3
FA Cup,
trophies.
no 2.
No, 3.
FA Cup and Community Shield.
I think 2 community shields and 1
Is
FA
it 2?
Cup.
Okay, maybe I was sleeping when he won the second
2
one.
FA Cups.
No,
2
one FA
community
Cup, one
shields
FA
and
Cup.
one FA Cup, I think. So if you want to say he's overrated, what manager would you bring to Arsenal that will make them be stable?
All this one way you talk. All this one way
What
you talk.
manager would you have brought in after Jurgen Klopp and go and win the title straight up?
Managers have done it.
Managers have done it now.
you see-
He didn't
you
take
see,
Thomas Tuchel 6 months to win the
Why
Champions
not?
League.
This
for
is
Chelsea.
He won it,
He didn't
but
take
I
Roberto
told
Di
you,
Matteo
but-
6 months
but
to win the Champions League.
Arteta also won trophies for Arsenal.
Thereafter, major trophies now. Due to the trophy,
Is
FA Cup.
FA Cup not major trophy?
Are you serious right now?
Yes, FA Cup is the oldest. It's the
Moving on.
oldest
Overrated.
cup competition in the world.
The oldest man in your
Moving
village is the wisest man in your village.
I tell you,
Oh!
my brother, that's a long range.
Oh!
Yes,
See where you hang
It's the
ball.
wisest. It's the wisest.
See where- See where you hang
It's a
ball.
village of foolish people. It's the wisest.
See when you hang ball, you get. That's how some people be going to the mountain in
I
the
know,
middle
cool,
belts.
like.
You say they want to go and speak to one person. See, you want to go and consult him. Consult someone, you say, please, let's
Person
not,
not even get phone. Do I have to climb mountain and die?
let's not lose Enrique.
Luis Enrique.
Underrated.
Underrated.
Luis
Highly
Enrique.
underrated.
Yeah.
Overrated.
I said it. Yeah.
What?
Please, let's move on.
Nobody they even rate Enrique normally, so he's underrated.
You know, it doesn't get rated.
Yes.
That guy is the
Overrated.
Do you know that people sometimes assume that MSN was under Pep?
Yes,
my own. I don't talk my own. Overrated. Man. Overrated.
Probably his man-to-man management. You know, you can
I've
say
talked
he
about-
has the
I've-
shit
I don't
like
want to
that,
talk anything about management. That guy is highly underrated.
I've talked
Nobody
about-
even mentioned him. He said,
I've talked
Man
about-
United wants to sack their coach now. Say, go and get Zidane. Luis Enrique is
but-
there.
Yeah.
I've talked about Luis Enrique
To
on this show.
dismantle superstars and go and win the Champions League with this team. Well,
We
I respect
Mbappe come out team. He go win Champions League after.
So-
he tell Mbappe say I don't need you.
Guy, I won the Champions League with Academy Boys. What's that?
who be you? What team were you coaching?
I'm a Chelsea fan.
You didn't win it.
Oh,
Chelsea won that.
So no vex.
Don't
vex.
confuse me now.
Nah, sleep on
No,
top.
but 19 now.
We won the Champions
We.
won the Champions League.
The way he said it, I was almost like, when this guy coach one, no.
Allow now, allow.
No, 19. That tax is allowed.
It's allowed.
Academy boys.
Won the Champions League with Academy Boys. You know, yes, we are Kante in the mix.
Yeah, but when you win a treble and repeat it, I think
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Simeone.
Underrated.
underrated, highly underrated.
Overrated.
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 I mean, overrated.
we-
No,
Baba
it's
is
underrated. It's underrated.
He's overrated. He may resign. May they go. You don't
Moving
try.
I only say one
Barcelona
reason.
fan.
I only say
Hey,
one
they don't-
reason why Luis Enrique, why Diego
Simeone.
Simeone is underrated. When they built the Wanda Metropolitano,
Nobody
Right.
gave him credit.
That's-
Arsenal built a standard. They say
God bless
Arsenal
you.
built them instead. That's like the
the
stupidest
kind
thing
of,
I hear.
the kind of
grown
the
up
kind of
will talk for
see
microphone.
the kind of cult hero level they get to Arsene Wenger. Say he was the one that held the club when they after we built it, there was no money.
And then
to
when
do
you
it.
hear people that, do you know that the 22 years
we have to apply
Arsene
to-
Wenger stay at Arsenal only made a profit of 20 million from players sales.
That's not even good yet. When I heard that their highest sale is the one they just did this
Eddie
season,
Nketiah.
I did not believe it.
Arsenal have not sold a 60 million player.
I did not
But people
believe
will
it.
sit down here.
It's not a selling club.
Arsenal was selling like gala on traffic. Which one is not a selling club?
The same club that sold
Club
Anelka
that
for
sold
30 million in
Anelka for
1999.
Lontrot.
I mean, 2000.
Sold Thierry Henry. Let Vieira go.
Van
Van
Persie.
Persie.
But those guys don't hold.
And you say it's not a selling
Person
club.
will come out there go win title. You say
They
don't
don't
hold.
hold them. They don't proper selling
Almost
club
every.
now.
So
young
Nasri was
player, now
Nasri
young
was Nasri
player.
Sami Nasri old when he left. Was Cesc
Alex
Fabregas
Song
old when he left? Was Kleb old when he left?
Fabregas zone, there was a buyback clause. on
And then did
Fabregas-
we buy him
on
back?
Fabregas
Did we
deal.
buy him back?
No, from us there was a buyback clause.
Arsenal sold him. There was
It was not buyback clause.
Arsenal that have a buyback
It was
clause.
Arsenal that had
And
a
Wenger
buyback
in his
clause to come
pride
back.
refused
No,
to
come back,
activate
no.
the 35 million.
Barca.
No,
He
they
did
did
not
not.
have a
They did
buyback
not.
clause.
It is Arsenal that had
You
the
bought
buyback
him when he
clause.
was a child.
Somebody that was removed from academy.
From
Which
academy.
Buyback.
Was it not when they said that Wenger he saw Messi, he saw Fabregas, he left Messi and bought Fabregas? I don't know if the story is true.
But he also confirmed it. He also confirmed
He
it.
bought Fabregas. Now it was when Fabregas went back to Barcelona.
He liked children that
Arsenal
will be
had
their
a buyback
father.
clause that Arsene
35
Wenger
million. That he
refused
to activate
exercise. That's
because
why
of
he went
his
to
pride.
Chelsea.
He even called us out.
Yeah,
Like,
he did.
Eze did. Say,
This he said it.
I'm available. I'm leaving. They are
Wenger
tearing
didn't,
into me for us losing the title to Atletico Madrid on the final day. Blah 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 blah. I want to come. Wenger said no. You've gone to where you want. Mourinho called him and told him that I will make you do things that you never thought possible.
Diego Simeone, underrated.
I think Simeone is underrated.
Moving
I think
on.
it's underrated. When I watched the game yesterday, and I think it's a good way to segue into the
Champions League.
The Champions League, right? I saw the game yesterday, and when they scored 2 goals inside 7 minutes, something like that, I was just thinking again. People say, you did everything to United. You know, if you were United, you know, that game easily ends like 6 or something like that.
7.
Easily.
Oh, God.
You understand? Now, the point I'm trying to make is that is a reflection. The fact that team not crumble, right?
But that's
It's
what
a
I've been saying.
reflection
Now. That's what I've been saying.
of the managers.
How many seasons ago? No, I don't even think
of the managers' work.
Yeah.
You understand?
It is a reflection of the manager's work.
Right.
But I said
And I missed all other things. I missed a lot of things. When I left the game at 2-0. I was like, you know what? I don't enjoy games like this. And people always say, on the THP community group, and someone mentioned this game no sweet. I was like, you miss Canelo Crawford fights because I won't watch football to see. If I want to watch basketball, if I want to see buckets, I go watch basketball.
Yeah.
Right. Buckets, dagger. When I watch football, I want to see a competition. I want competitiveness. So I don't enjoy high scoring games.
Really?
I don't enjoy high scoring games. I don't. Right.
I always call them basketball.
So yeah, this is. So
I don't like massacre now.
Did you just Champions Finals?
My team won 7-0.
football
What's
is
that?
incredibly hard. If you are scoring me 4 goals, the other team has to be very useless.
You understand? I didn't enjoy Champions Finals after the first after the first, I don't.
2 goals.
I watched
happen,
something
Sha.
else like
It can
5-0. What's happening? This is a Champions League final. Do you understand? So the point I'm trying to make
You're
is
losing 5-0
Yeah,
for
losing
final.
5-0.
So this is what you should have said. Sorry,
Relax.
this is what you should have said.
No, now what's I want to talk
High
now? I will talk.
scoring
Now, what
game.
thing you want to talk now?
High scoring game. Probably the two teams are 4-3, 3-2. That one is more.
Where are the
interesting.
defenders?
But 5-0 that one, I'm not going to enjoy that
They
one.
go watch X-rated movies. Where are the defenders
yeah,
of both sides?
what's the point of the game?
4-4. Juventus first half 0-0.
Yeah,
And then all of a sudden, 4-4 end down.
You know,
That
Don't
game,
give
man.
up.
If
That doesn't
I
make sense.
was telling someone now that if I was in the Dortmund dressing room, either I beat somebody or somebody will beat me. Because the type of fights I will create in that dressing room. Did you see the 2 goals they considered?
They were
Once they were 4-2. The penalty they got was a useless man. It shouldn't have been a penalty. Now they are now 4-2. It was
You
3
can't still
minutes
lock
left.
up.
It was 3 minutes left.
you can't lock up.
One of their defenders did something. He did one. Ah, God, I was so angry. Juventus scored 4-3. As Juventus scored the 4-3, I said something's going to happen here because you're leading 4-2. Juventus obviously are looking for a way, and then that defender more or less just passed the ball to them. They went and scored 4-3.
Those are the kind of things that when you look at a Mourinho team, prime Mourinho, you can't say that.
It's you
4-2.
can't see. The game is done.
The game is
done.
over. You
The game
that
is
is
done.
playing
At
against
2-0
them.
the game
This
is
game
done.
don't end.
At 2-0, game is
But
done.
prime Mourinho teams 1-0. The game is done.
I watched an Arsene Wenger team take a 4-goal lead to Newcastle, and the game ended 4-4.
4-4, yeah.
That's the day I said this man knows how to be coach. There's nothing anymore. Since that time till today, nothing you can tell me. And then when you start addressing,
Has there ever been a comeback against the Mourinho team? Probably 3 goals.
The reason I'm not. You
can't-
said
You
see the way you
Show you get.
Bill not said stopwatch.
can't
use a ticket
You
now.
set you like
If
10
we
minutes.
stay from now, I go trek, go Nepal, settle their problem, come back, you know go see.
You said ticket now. You get.
Person will beat AC Milan with 2 records.
Is it remontada? Remontada.
He had 2 records. He beat AC Milan.
You don't play Mourinho and be talking of that remontada thing.
One
No,
Mourinho team don't lead you.
He
Like
go
it
hard.
goes up.
He go hard.
4-0, not 4-1, not 4-2.
4-0. That game checked.
26 minutes to go. You're 4-0 up, and the game ended 4-4.
Bro.
Arsenal player is the only player in the world to score 4 goals in one match, still go home with 1 point. Andrea Shavin. We're not talking about Arsenal, but I just
Speaking of manager, actually, I always go into the other managers as well. Emery, what do you think?
Unai Emery.
Yeah.
Underrated.
highly underrated.
Highly underrated.
Highly
Highly
underrated.
underrated. Yeah.
That man is a genius.
How many European?
Come on.
The man is obsessed. How many?
Ah, no.
But anyway, he bottles a lot. So, but he's still underrated.
Underrated.
But it's underrated.
But he's
But
one of
he's a
those
lot.
guys that they die by their ideas.
Yeah.
He has.
But his ideas
he
are
has
good,
Great
not that-
ideas.
Himself and Amorim,
Not
they
that-
die by their
No.
by their
Don't put those two people in the
I
same
beg, come on,
sentence. That's not a good
talk-
thing to talk.
you mention,
Amorim is a tout that thinks he's a president.
You mention.
It's so Lomo that thinks he's Tinubu.
Oh, Jim.
We mention.
Unai Emery is a genius that
A
knows
genius.
he's a genius. There are mistakes that will happen. I mean, some of the best scientists also explode the labs, but they don't think. Who Ruben Amorim? And he's bold enough to have the audacity to
I
say,
think Amorim is
sack the
underrated.
man.
Let's continue.
The wheelbarrow pusher that thinks he's driving a Rolls Royce.
Amorim underrated.
Hansi Flick.
Hansi Flick.
Highly underrated. God.
Hansi Flick.
That guy
Highly
knows.
underrated.
The funny thing,
Bro.
As a flick is in the
yeah,
same place
underrated,
on my
I agree.
feed.
That man.
Underrated.
Highly underrated.
No.
You know the funny thing, eh?
Because German
If I
coaches don't
asked you
do
that question
PRO.
2 years ago, you say he's overrated.
No.
No.
Underrated. He's a
You know,
top
from
man.
his time at Bayern now,
Yeah.
I've always
No,
been
not him.
him.
He's a top man.
No, I agree.
Why
He's
He's
No, I
coaching
agree.
Barcelona now.
He's
You
coaching Barca now. That's why.
Oh, okay, I get it.
If
Because
Ruben Amorim was coaching Barcelona,
says the greatest coach in the world.
Amorim.
Right.
Amorim not go get job for Barcelona.
As a flick,
God no go
when-
like to
when-
punish us like that.
When you,
I can understand why United
getting
getting terrible coaches because
when
When United wanted to get manager, Emeka is. I told Emeka was DMing. I said my first choice for United manager is Hans Flick.
That guy was available. I don't know. As in,
Yeah.
God.
Man United would have destroyed him.
You fly into Germany. You speak to him.
say you fly to Germany.
You see him at the airport.
Let's continue with the coaches.
You tell him, look, sign here. We don't leave until you sign. You get.
I'll not leave until
The-
next
and
week.
hostage
the next-
takers.
The next guy, I'm saying now, the next guy, if he leaves Spain, right, say Spain want to pull out of the World Cup, I say please pull out, so we can get De La Fuente.
ah, that's a good coach.
He's a good coach. And you know he's a good coach. The great managers in Spain, for example, right, used to have a core of a team. So you had Xavi, Busquets, that axis, Iniesta axis. So basically, your copy. I'm not taking credit from the great guys, right?
Yeah.
But basically, your work, they don't do your work 40%. So you don't bring Busquets. I think when I do for Barcelona.
Yes, now that's why me I specifically say Enrique is.
I don't want to say this thing. I want to say.
That's ready for that thing.
When Enrique has done it well, so
German team, you guys try striker, put those guys. When they kick shot for, go and kick him here.
Just
You know
one.
what I'm saying? Do am
Hit
here.
that shot. That bulala.
Simple.
Do it here.
Who you want to play for?
Friends.
You in France. Who you want to play in front of you? Balak is fine. Choose the next person. But that guy, he played for Ruiz from PSG team. Carry Merino. They make a Merino score goal. I said hat trick.
Lopetegui said we do for Spain.
Right.
When he
Which
enter Madrid,
which Lopetegui
see
be that?
so far.
Who is that?
Lopetegui, they play.
I mean,
How many matches is for West Ham?
I'm not saying he's a bad coach.
Can somebody be a bad coach at West Ham?
I'm
Somebody cannot be a bad coach at West Ham.
If
you judge like that, then Carlo Ancelotti is a terrible coach.
I say-
What did he do with Everton?
IBK know they watch.
No, you can't judge football like that. Now, come on, no.
You get.
Look,
You will come and sit
that's what I'm
here.
saying now.
You get.
That's what
I
I'm
told him to Mike himself.
You would come and sit
I
here.
told him to Mike himself. You could tell me say he doesn't like to be on air, but I told him Mike yourself.
And you want to throw your voice in.
We go
Right.
give my boy injection. I they say this thing.
Oh,
I don't see your
okay.
problem with
Now I
that.
see what the
I don't see your
problem
problem with that.
is.
Anyway, make I don't talk with you in my mind. Moving on.
He say we only use.
Oga, no dey
we
touch
only using
me.
once. We using once in 6 months.
Okay, I know they touch me.
Right.
When I go finish that boy, on I go clear.
Max Allegri.
Which boy be that?
Now Lami
Nah,
Yamal
Lamine
ain't they
Yamal,
talk
yeah.
about. Max Allegri.
Yeah.
That one is.
I don't even know if I should call him
because
overrated
That guy
or-
don't coach
or
Milan
that.
like 4
I don't know,
different
man.
times now.
I don't know.
But we cannot eliminate what he did at Juve. So
Yeah, but
the
I
thing with-
struggle to.
if your coaching career is tied to only the Italian league, I struggle to give you credit because that league is half
that's one of the
football, half
things.
fixing. So some of your win might be phone call from one person say referee do this one.
Castropolis scandal.
It might be some mafia. So I hardly rate you if your success is tied to Italian Serie A. And it's not my fault. This league since 1982 to now, we've always had scandal of match fixing. They've not
Yeah,
fixed it.
yeah.
So which one are you? Is it your coaching tactics that make you win, or because
Matthew, I have one question. What kind of passport do you have?
Nigerian passport?
You have a Nigerian passport, yeah?
Yeah.
You have a blue passport as well?
I used to, but I don't have
Yeah,
any.
yeah. But you get Schengen, sha?
Visa. Yeah, regular.
Yeah, confirm. Okay, cool.
Why you ask?
No, it's just important that you're not a first timer. You get. Make they no pull out. Say,
Oh, okay, that's saying that.
You said so
Matthew,
about.
just give me a second. Let's just pull it out for you.
So
So is it? Are you? Is
ma address that
Only
thing.
video they sharp where.
this you?
Let me address that thing.
Can
Let
you
me address.
confirm- can you
A
confirm
lot
you're
of
the
people. A
person
lot
in
of
this-
people
in this
have
video?
always said that some of these things you'd say
know.
they would deny you at the embassy. Unfortunately, I mean, I have 75 countries on my CV that I've gone to maybe some multiple times. But even if I haven't, and I still have this mindset that I have, Nigeria is the sweetest place to be on earth. I'm not really one of those person who would feel bad if you deny me visa.
Let's-
to go
let's-
any country.
Let's leave it there.
Steady on, steady on.
Steady on, lads.
Because
Steady
get
on.
people who feel.
The only thing where they vex me if you deny me visa now, may they put a law say if I apply for visa, you deny me, give my money back.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, that
Because
one is-
anything I
Yeah,
order,
that one is
Yeah.
criminal.
if I order for
It's
something
criminal.
and
That
I
one
don't
is-
get
it's-
it,
it's
give my money
criminal.
back.
That one
That's
is
fraud
criminal.
as far as I'm concerned.
It's criminal.
I
It's
think
criminal.
Tinubu is working on it according to.
Fantastic. No, Allah.
Better work on it.
Moving on, please.
I could apply anyhow. I could apply for every
Right,
visa.
I just want to finish up with Conte. Is Conte overrated or underrated?
Underrated.
Highly
Underrated. I think he's
My
underrated.
boy,
He's
my boy.
underrated. What he's done everywhere
Yeah,
he's
that's
been
my
to.
boy, that's my boy.
You see the difference. Now he's an Italian coach, but he's gone to England. He's done it here. I would
But
say like
Italian coaches
Napoli.
travel
proof
a
of
lot,
concept.
actually.
Yes, there's proof of concept outside of his
Yeah.
area of domain. So he's
Yeah.
underrated.
Totally, I totally agree with that one.
Yeah.
Totally agree with that one. That's part one. In part two, we'll do Jose Mourinho, we'll do Carlo Ancelotti, we'll do Arsene Wenger, Zinedine
Wenger
Zidane,
is overrated.
Ranieri, David Moyes,
Rubbish coach.
and all that stuff, right? Anyway,
That's fast go finish.
All the other coaches top.
right.
But
I
Wenger.
want to ask, what your findings are from the Champions League, right? And I saw a comment about the title favorites, and obviously
So early.
you're always gonna put so early. It's funny. You're always gonna put the defending champions there, PSG. I think the quality is quite obvious.
Yeah, but they will not win it.
right. What
Quarterfinal.
did you make of
Quarterfinals.
Madrid? Man City. I want us to establish who we think might go furthest, and not to analyze it. Where do you think this Champions League goes to? Where's the final, by the way?
Budapest.
Budapest.
Hungary. Okay, cool.
Hi.
Here's a slot say
We could go
slot say book the flight.
We could travel to Hungary.
Why do you fear?
This boy.
Book the flight.
If I come this studio like 3 times, I must beat him. There's no way I'm not gonna beat him, but Wale, I'll beat you. Okay, so it's hard though. It's hard. Who's going to Budapest?
Okay, let's start with who will not win it. By elimination.
No, that one. So based on what you just say, this one.
it can't-
Well, I
it
think
can't go up now.
Barcelona won't win it.
Okay, you just want trouble, right? You said that so that we have heat in the
Last season semi-finalists. You don't know what's in the talk.
Barcelona won't win it.
You know that thing that Lama say don't worry, we have a lot of years to play this game.
Yeah.
I said, listen, I Messi talk that time. He said, I won't leave Barcelona until we win Champions League. I said, you must leave. You will leave, sir.
You will leave.
You will
Because
leave.
Madrid are not ready.
You will leave.
I think Barca would
I don't think Barca will
get
win,
a
sir.
big shout this season.
But semi-finals,
and,
yeah.
and this is it.
Is it shout or win? Which one do you want to do?
Everybody will get shout now. If you
Everybody
get
will get shout,
40,000 people in your stadium, there's shout. There's enough noise.
So that last season was.
My goodness.
Would they talk this season? You take us
No,
back.
I want to say something like that last season.
Why they segue backward?
We were really close to. We were the reason the final was like that. Because
Jehovah!
What a guy.
if we had beaten Inter Milan, I think would have.
You were not good enough.
There's something
No,
a
no,
coach.
you were not
There's
good
something a coach
enough.
told me very early in football. There are no ifs in
You
football.
were not good enough. They beat you.
No, they.
Somebody came to your home and scored
We are
clear.
unlucky.
Somebody
We are
came to. If I punch you.
We were unlucky.
Who's not unlucky? in
Somebody
football?
came to your home and scored. Last night we scored a goal that was marginally offside. They got a
UB,
own
I'm
goal,
putting my
first
money
goal.
on it
Bro,
on
you
this
were
show.
beating.
Okay.
That we are winning this Champions League.
How much?
Now that's start to.
How
So
much?
wait till that way in the talk say me they slap him. No,
He
if
said,
you will
if you
say.
don't win, slap. Don't say nobody go slap senior man.
Me will slap him. Maybe people hand on the shake.
Why is beer?
Would they stay on that bridge?
So how much IBK?
It be like make I be the
100k.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay, Abike look like who have to take serious.
100k IB. No wala. Ole.
That Barcelona will win it.
Boardman. Okay.
May no
fantastic.
foul. This video could do. May no foul.
Yeah.
By the grace of God, yeah.
So Barcelona.
No,
win,
no,
right?
not bring grace of God into it. There's no player in the squad that their name is Grace or God.
Leave that one. Say
So if you don't pay the 100k, what you
what's
gonna happen?
gonna happen?
No,
No, we have to put something. Don't be saying you go just talk and say nah, so we trust you.
I go drop him now.
No, but 100k not really big. So
No, it's not about the big.
Not to
I
redeem
just
the
let
price.
they know. You go put something where go
something
make
will
up.
go pay
No,
now.
I'm-
He
I'm
say
gonna-
he not go
I'm
come
gonna
on
get-
mic until he redeem this. You
want show us
I
the
go carry now out.
No.
Pay your 100k. We should
Don't
be
carry me
carry
out.
us.
Pay the 100k.
If you carry people out, well, let's say you carry them go cross and cream. Everybody on the squad, you go
Try
pay
to say-
almost 500k.
Which one be say you go carry me out?
You know what people pay 100k? You won't go spend 500k for
just
food.
carry.
I mean, mama put you one carry.
How much be one Jameson black bar? right now?
Uh-huh.
Now 80k now.
Which one be say you go carry me out?
How many they go drink that day? Pay 100k and stop thinking of
Don't mind
spending
them. I
500.
go pay them. They know me. I go
Anyway.
pay 'em. That one has
Come,
something.
for
I
this
just find
podcast,
out-
you go, they know the things so you go dey talk.
I tell you.
Say you go carry
Say
me
you
out.
carry take me out. Stop that nonsense, my brother.
No, but your friend can take you out now.
Make it-
Okay, you understand
I
this
be-
Make you
budget.
know they use that kind of language.
Say you take me out.
I'm loving like I'm having two experience on one show.
Even when did it
Say you go take me out.
I take you shopping.
What did they happen? What did they happen?
Who said that?
50 say did you tell and say I'll take you shopping? What
You
do
go
you mean?
relax.
okay.
So.
What do you mean say you take me
That's
out?
one-
Relax.
that's one of my guy. I
Go
come
relax.
out. The guy
Pay
say-
your 100k. Make everywhere
say-
rest.
No, pay your
the guy
100k,
say-
don't take
the guy
anybody
say,
out.
say if they come and beg, buy shawarma come for me. I see.
What you want that kind?
I say, wetin come?
I make you now. I make you.
There's a way don't they look you, sha.
What
There's a way the guy don't they look you.
I say, wetin-
I drop you for
wait,
junction. You say, bro, call me when you get home.
What's going on here?
I think you Chris.
I'm not ever carry you again.
Let me know where you get. Make I don't tell you say you don't go reach that home. Be like they Chris.
I think I won't punish you. What did happen? Stop that nonsense, no. Stop that, please. Don't do that.
Buy shawarma. Don't worry. Next time you buy
Imagine,
you go buy ice cream. You go buy ice cream.
That guy no be your guy.
You go help her buy underwear very soon.
What you want for that one?
That guy no be your guy.
Now from class dance.
You get the way they look you.
That guy no be your guy.
You better end the friendship now.
That guy no be your guy.
You say you boss me.
Before you start to buy diapers.
With the chat, you say good night. Good night. What do you mean good night? What do you mean good night? Off your desk.
Conversation, drop your phone.
Drop your phone.
Alpha guy, alpha bro. Nothing like that. Good morning, bro.
Good morning, bro.
What you be
Me, I
that?
know they I follow on the chat. He can't say good morning. I can't contemplate.
No, you say
Let's say
good
I don't get man.
Becky, you know.
But I just leave and say, beg, now this my straight chatting with this. I know all this good money. We should be good money. If your money not good now, you know. I won't fix them.
You understand? Right. Anyway, so yeah. Barcelona, who do you think will win it this year?
Who do I think would win it?
Because I think it's very hard to sustain. Look, that thing Real Madrid did.
So
Right, let's agree. That thing Real Madrid do. I don't know.
no, back to back. No, it's
Zidane did.
it's really
It's
difficult.
difficult.
It's really difficult. Well,
Almost.
I think, like I said consistently, I think there's one team that, in terms of having a team, having a squad, they are possibly better than everyone. I think Arsenal, in my opinion, are pound for pound
Crawford.
the better team. When I say the better team, in terms of you've got more than enough talent to match anyone and beat anyone.
Yeah.
You can look at Liverpool and say,
what are you saying?
No. Let me finish. Let me
I
finish.
see where it's
You
going.
can look at Liverpool and say, this little midfield problem that we've been talking about, maybe you can capitalize on that. Maybe you can look at Bayern even and say, you know that if you catch Bayern on a good day, they are very vulnerable at the back. You can score a few goals against them. You look at PSG and say,
I thought it looked slick yesterday though. But
no, they did,
Yeah, I thought
but
it looked
like I
slick
said
yesterday.
again, they are vulnerable at the back because
Yeah.
we should have scored 2-3 goals.
Enzo, they won't kill Enzo
Right.
for forum.
You know that, but I look at Arsenal. The only like where is
There's no weakness in the team.
Where is the
There
weakness
is
in the
a
team?
lot of weakness in the Arsenal.
Now I like to hear it and see if I don't have a rebuttal.
There is no creative midfielder in Arsenal.
There is.
Who is it?
But
What's,
I think I'm a
what's the
rating.
name of the creative midfielder?
Your coach is
Odegaard and Ebechi are waiting.
Wait, before you even continue.
Odegaard is the worst creative midfielder that Arsenal has had since 1990. And let me mention the names, and you tell me one person that is better than Andres Limpa. I know
I
you don't.
beg
Some of you
now,
don't know
I
that
beg
person.
now.
Then Paul Massin, you know
I
him as
beg now.
as a analyst, but it was
No,
one of
Paul
the best.
Messi was
Good.
a very good player.
Emmanuel Petit, Mesut Ozil,
Let's not do that.
Rusiki,
Let's not
Samuel
do that.
Nasri,
Let's not
no,
Alexander
Santi
Clerc.
Cazorla.
Odegaard
No,
not
Clerc's a
better
defensive
pass. Odegaard not
midfielder.
better pass Rusky.
You did joke.
Bro,
Now let's
bro,
say.
waiting.
Now let's say
No, I haven't
this.
seen- no,
no.
he's not.
Fabregas.
Odegaard not better pass Rusky.
Odegaard
No, it's
cannot
not.
pass the ball to the left channel to save any human being.
Let me say
If
this.
passing the ball to the left channel means that an atomic bomb will not go off, we will have another Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Let me.
Odegaard cannot. Everybody playing on the left side is dying in Arsenal because of
Oh,
Odegaard.
my
Odegaard
waist.
only, first, again,
Bro.
a transitional midfielder. See, I used to tell people that if I play with Odegaard on the same team,
Well,
I
they
go
don't
just,
die for that.
like 2 matches after, they go just see stitches for his nose. Nobody know what happened to him. If you read
Mane and
Adepelo's
Sane
book, I think therefore I play. It talk about when Gattuso go take shoot people. Then the official statement of the club, they say the player get hamstring. No, they treat him for the beating way Gattuso
Gattuso
did
give
them.
up.
So that's the kind of thing that will happen with Odegaard. One, you're playing defensively, you gain the ball, and you launch it to Odegaard. The team that you're supposed to be counter-attacking
Don't
will
send
come
back.
back.
Don't
They will
receive.
have 14 players instead of 11 behind the ball.
He
Before
go dress up.
Odegaard will fade to the right, come back, think that he wants to give the ball to the left for 2 people that are running, and then he will dress it
And
again.
it's very
And then he runs
annoying.
it.
That thing he does is very
It's not
annoying.
like he does it
bro.
once. That's the
Very, very
stand
annoying.
between winning a game and losing a game. Some of the people who's used that in transition, Poskos, get the ball to him.
I saw a Posko's clip recently. My God.
As Beckham is going, the ball is delivered. And because Beckham is going,
And he
Andrea
coincided with that
Christensen,
nonsense.
Matthews or
One of the things
Raggies or anybody is leaving.
I'll leave this THP forum.
I told you.
Cesc
I don't know-
Fabregas.
I know they talk a lot.
That's it for man. Yes, please though. I want us to. I think we have a target end of the year. We should do. What's the WhatsApp maximum limit, right? But I think we should
250?
fill out the
250?
okay
250.
No, 250
people.
That's
250
a
people.
Telegram is better.
in a group, yeah.
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 So I'm sure we'll do that before the end of the week, right? But I think I will leave that forum very quickly.
No, I'm not.
I
going to
saw them dragging Post.
I'm like, what?
Post I play ball. I said,
I know just talk.
That's the recency bias.
I know
Yeah.
just talk. Because what's the point?
I asked one
That's
guy
what
who's
I
the
mean.
best defender in the Premier League, and he said, Virgil van Dijk.
There's no
How
point.
do I have a conversation with that person?
There's no point.
But going back to it, right?
What I was-
going back to it, right? Odegaard.
And then Arsenal does not have a
sorry.
player that scored free kick facing the goal. Leave that thing that Declan Rice did to Madrid. He did that.
No, if you leave him on, that's free kick.
Oh, but 3 years. If your team have not scored a direct free kick in 3 years, that's a problem because there are some games where opposition will match you, defend for defend, attack for attack, play for play cancellation. You need a free kick like the Szoboszlai game.
I don't want us to.
The Szoboszlai one.
Matthew, hold on a sec. Right?
Arsenal does not have what it takes to win a title like the Champions League because there are games where the opposition will not rise up and match them.
Hold on a sec, right? We're speaking about counter attacks, right? I think one of the best I've seen in a while. I loved it. You can guess. Was yesterday's counter at Chelsea, the Kopama counter attack. That is, there are fewer players that are decisive in this. There are fewer decisive players in football than Kopama. The guy is.
He's an executor.
The guy knows
executioner by excellence.
The reason.
This is World Club Championship finals,
right? To Germany, and
what we're here to do.
Why they give an kit? Say about they put you. Say you are the number 10 of the team, right? He understands that role to the letter. The counter attack, ask Caicedo foul that guy, they give the guy the ball. As he give the guy the ball, he knows say if this ball mistakenly enter my leg again, I'm going to do one thing and I'm going to shoot.
Yeah.
And bro, I was like, this is a throwback football player, right? Understanding the momentum of the game.
Because say the pain I'm gone.
Before that time, before that time, how many attacks did Chelsea have aside the first 10 minutes? Chelsea was struggling to pass the half. You know, say, as we don't pass this half like this, we have to make something out of it. Not what you do. You go most shots on target, most touches in the attacking half, most touches in the 18. What do you consider that one?
Who needs SG in football?
Football XG.
See what I was saying about Arsenal? I said it on this show. I said if I was an Arsenal fan and you bring in Eze and you stick him to the left, I will start a campaign for Arteta to go. That's what Arteta has done.
Guess what Solis tweeted?
I saw the tweet.
Eberechi Grealish.
Yeah.
How do you buy? See, let me tell you. I can't. See, I've worked Eze. You buy Eze, and you are playing him on the line.
But I will not be able to
on the left.
I will not be able to stick Eze in the number 10 position anyway.
See,
so because if I'm going to base,
because Odegaard must play.
This is your team today.
I tweeted, thank God Odegaard got injured. For a person that injury ended his football career, I shouldn't be saying that, but it's good I got injured because but you need to see him out of injury. Have helped Arsenal this season. If Kayava did not injure, we know the talk of this. Eze will be playing for Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah.
So injury sometimes is necessary. Nobody would ever know who can do well in that position.
Now injury bring Rashford now.
So sometimes you need these injuries to bring somebody else into view and then I say, okay, fight for your place.
Yeah.
Would we ever talk about Mascara if Saliba didn't get injured? Because Saliba is the ultimate defender you need. There's somebody slotted in, cheaper Tico, and look at him. So for Eze, why I'm not one of the Arsenal fans who was super excited that we signed it.
But I saw Damian
it was just the fact that we took it from Spurs. That's extra joy of slapping them. No. That's why I say so is you play for a team that does not play under pressure, that does not require to win 10 consecutive games, 15 consecutive games.
Yes.
You can be a Superman. Mm-hmm. Because if you check Eze's record, it's not had a 10 consecutive game, 90 minutes in all his career. It's like Kelechi Iheanacho, the most educated left foot that didn't go to school. That's Kelechi Iheanacho. So, Eze have this...
What did that mean?
One great game...
Bro, what do you mean?
That is very inconsistent.
That is...
left foot that didn't go to school.
What I mean is, the talent is got did not produce the expected result.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you cannot argue against Kelechi's potential, his talent. But nobody can say Kelechi knows how to play ball.
No.
But his attribute... Kelechi's never played 10 consecutive games, nobody can come in and say, Kelechi knows how to play.
But I thought I risk Kelechi Iheanacho very high there, guys.
No, I had a high expectation as a baller.
What I'm saying,
I had high expectations for him.
Guys.
It's just that he became a lazy footballer.
You can't go from that to a Man City and tell me that he's not a great footballer.
It wasn't a baby signing.
Yeah, he went to City.
He's an African boy.
Let me. What I'm saying is, look across the Premier League. The only creative midfielder I put above Eze today is Cole Palmer. Anybody can remind me if there's any other name that I'm missing out?
Midfielder.
Yes.
No.
Within the Bruno.
I mean, you're not the player for CM now. No. But Bruno. So let's agree. That's why I said. Remind me. But Bruno should be there. But let's say even if Bruno is there,
Bruno is number one.
then Bruno has to be number one. So, but let's remove Bruno from the conversation, right? Who?
Alistair.
Who? Alistair.
McAllister.
Che, you they smoke something.
So I want to say something, right? Can we do a 5 minutes gag? Can we implement a 5 minutes gag on this show going forward?
On who?
If 3 people vote, say 5 minutes, don't talk anything.
Please, let's start
can
it
we
today.
going forward
For the next 5 minutes.
Or
please.
You know how
can the eyes vote for it?
The eyes have it.
you know how incredible Wilfred Zaha was at Crystal Palace.
Yes.
Unplayable, untouchable. Was the next Ryan Giggs.
No, it wasn't the right.
It wasn't.
But was
When you hear
it
this
was
one,
I hear what you mean.
But you know what I
it
mean?
was a good.
And then he went to Manchester United. And he was an alligator and he became a wall gecko.
See,
and we've seen a lot of that.
we know that there are players.
David
that
Moyes
too young, was
was
too
an
young
alligator as Everton manager. Then nepotism brought him to Manchester United through Sir Alex Ferguson. And he became a wall gecko. I'm not saying that Eze is not a talent. But the talent to put him in that place where he becomes the orchestrator general.
Odegaard is doing it already, and
Do you understand? Odegaard that I don't think has as much skill set
he's doing
to
it.
execute it.
Thank
He's
you.
being played there.
So Eze
See,
should get a
here's
shot
the
as
thing,
well.
right? Here's the thing, now. You have
Get
an
a
Arsenal
shot,
team.
yes. But I
You have an
don't
Arsenal team where we have analyzed Odegaard
remember
on
that
this
the
show.
back end of this
Odegaard-
conversation was
Let me finish.
Arsenal will win the Champions League.
Well,
With that kind of midfielder.
wait, now.
Matthew,
We have analyzed.
Guess what's going to happen, right? The people that are listening on Spotify, right, are going to curse you out because you are interfering with this thought process.
Oh, sorry, bro.
Let me just no, it's fine. So you have a team where we've analyzed Odegaard on this show and we've said, oh, he's a traditional number 10. He's not really an AM that all he needs to do is get me the ball in the final third and then I will create. He's a traditional number 10. He loves to pick the ball up deep. He loves to move around. You now have a team where you have Zubimendi in it, you have Declan Rice in it. You don't need that traditional number 10. What Odegaard is able to bring, at least up until this point, that's why I said it on this show that what I felt Odegaard needed to evolve into was a Mesut Ozil, and that has not happened.
Yeah? See where you go
No,
handball.
now I talk him that they say no big comparison. I'm saying like what Ozil used to do in terms of his
End
job in
products.
the game was play defense, create a goal for us.
End
Play, that's
products.
what Odegaard should have evolved into from that season where
He's
he
never
had
been
a lot of
Mesut
from that
Ozil?
He's
season.
never been that kind of player.
No,
No, it's just
when you
saying
have
that-
the kind of season that Odegaard had, where he scored that number of goals and goal and assist contribution, we expect that the next progression should be, you create goals, you pass, you do things. I'm not saying you have to be Ozil. I said it when I was talking about him, but he has not done that, which means he has now. He's just a recycler.
It's Plato.
You get? He's just a recycler.
Yeah, that's the word, it's
so when
Plato.
you have a team like that, and then you now have many you have right, you don't need Odegaard. The guy that you need is the guy that has shown time and time again that look, if you get me into that half space, I will find you a pass that kills
Or I
the
will
game.
even score.
That's easy. So if
Your analysis is beautiful.
if
you toast guy, he must follow you. But Eze will not play for you every game.
That's fine, but you have bought him. He's your player now. And from when he was coming, I said,
That's
if
the kind
you-
of player Eze is.
If you play him in the half
Yes.
space, I agree.
I
But
agree
if
with
you
him.
go and
But
use him,
that's the profile.
I agree
Exactly,
with
that's
him.
the profile.
I agree
If
with
you go
him.
and play him on the touchline as a winger, I'm
You are
wondering
limiting
what are you doing?
What he can do.
You understand? So for me, if you look at the Arsenal side, Eze is more than capable of being a creator. If you platform him to be that, right? Your defense at this point in time is
So what happens to
possibly the
Odegaard?
best in Europe
Permanent on the bench.
at this time.
No,
you know?
he's the captain. You can't.
And now you're about your carers.
What did you analyst
This is
say?
the way you always say he's the captain.
What did you analyst say?
Sibikeshi was the captain of the team.
Yobo, no
Not
captain,
playing
when
much.
we
Yobo was
AFCON,
captain when he
maybe
win AFCON, he no play. And we've had captains
I don't
of
know where this is coming.
teams.
Say he's the captain, he must play.
So captain negate form.
I thought
Tire me.
Captain
Okay, why you look like say?
Captain, no play.
Answer the question.
Captain, no play what he must play.
drop captain, they hard. It has
Answer
to
the
be.
question. You say
Any manager that does is not serious.
That's why
drop
we
captain,
keep
they
getting
hard.
injured now.
In
Don't worry.
fact,
That's why
in
the shoulder,
fact-
like we must go to mock, but the shoulder must not come together.
In
anymore.
fact, is the captain's form is not great, right?
He's the first-
He's the one that should understand why he be dropped.
yes now.
Did we not drop Aubameyang? Was he not the captain of the team? This same coach, this
I
same
don't
coach
understand though.
dropped
He
Aubameyang
says the captain, so he
and
must-
drive him from the training ground.
So
Is
for
he
me, I
not
think
was he not the captain?
Arsenal top of Arsenal. If
Maguire was
Arsenal
captain
don't
of
see
United.
themselves as we are good enough to win the Champions League, there's a problem.
But
Then-
I agree with the points that as far as the team goes. So when the season started, I didn't quite rubber stamp the point that they have the most robust team.
Yeah, they
But
have.
as the weeks have gone by,
they-
right?
Yes,
The solutions those guys have.
are able to
Yeah.
to bring.
Centre back wound. I know. Say
Bring this guy.
what's happening?
They
You
get
know,
him.
Masquerade doesn't look out of place.
You understand? Midfield.
Timber.
Midfield, solid.
Right back.
You know, Madueke is looking like
Mendy's.
Probably just their
Madueke,
attack.
all of them,
everybody's looking like so.
They shout like say don't be the same man, don't be the same way they do for Chelsea. Now they do like, he's just such a player. Come on, get out.
If Gyökeres gets issue, they go bring in Trossard.
No, the team is really good.
Team is really
That's
good
good.
now.
Yeah.
That's good.
Arsenal fans are trying to play it cool,
Trossard said
trying to play it down.
No, respect any Arsenal fan that's playing it cool. They've been at the altar for many times and they get the groom no come.
Playing it cool.
They've been left.
No, I will not allow you to play
Arsenal
that.
fans have been left on the
Small
altar
bench,
for like
Martinelli
20 years.
top.
Yeah, now Martinelli don't chop bench. He don't come. Score goals.
No, but competition brings the best out of progressive players.
What I've been saying.
It's only Man U that they say.
If you bring this player, it will kill that player. I've never heard of it before.
Bruno must start. Cunha must start. We don't forget player for
It's
bench.
the deities.
No, they
from
say
the
if
class
you bring
of
this one, it
it's
will
the
kill
deities
the
from the class
development of this
92.
one.
I asked the question. I say, is Ahmad better than Adagula? Is he better than Adagula? Adagula has been on the bench since.
You know, Man United is repeating what Liverpool produced for 30
No,
years.
leave
Liverpool, after losing that finals to that league title in '89 to Arsenal, had their past players criticize every coach that came. Everybody criticized them.
Right, same
It's
thing
not
Man
playing the
U
Liverpool
do now.
way. It doesn't have the Liverpool
Yeah.
DNA. So they win the UEFA Cup, won the FA Cup. Say no, they didn't win the major
They even
trophy.
brought in Kenny Dalglish at some point.
Everybody.
Yeah.
The coach came in and had problem coaching them. Rafael Benitez won Champions League. Say that's not the holy grail. So if you look at that same thing, it's the same playbook that Man United are
Yeah.
using. So if a coach
All
comes in-
United ex-players are eating off United.
Yeah.
Eating good. Rakin having a good time off United. Because I like Rakin.
but now if you have
I
that kind of career, that's your Rolodex. That's your catalog. There's nothing else you can do.
No.
But a coach must shut them up, like Klopp did for Liverpool.
I have no problem with you eating off your this thing. But what I'm saying is that they are staple. They literally made their post careers off of criticism.
The problem I have with them.
Because that's
The
what
problem I
media
have with
became.
them.
Media, if you give a
Ferdinand, for example,
excellent-
Centre Emo
Zuma
is
is
United.
bad.
now,
Yeah.
if you set up a media outfit to be nice and objective, you're not gonna get engagement.
Robbie
The
Lau.
people-
Robbie Lau. And, veteran did a lot of content.
Robbie,
in that.
but now nothing
you,
did
have
again.
you have to admit also that his contents
Was when Arsenal were struggling.
blossomed most when Arsenal not doing well.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Arsenal
That's
fan
what
TV self dey suffer now.
American media is born from gossip, right? And that's what the global media is. Somebody will tell you that after first giving somebody your phone, bill them 20 million. People, all of a sudden, people will not get data to view them. You when they do your own content, like, what are they doing that I'm not doing? The people now tell you, oh, is your thumbnail, is your word in a lie? People like gossip. Do all the best thumbnail here, you're not going to get view. Just put one gossip, no put thumbnail.
You go see am.
It go explode. So
It's facts now. You look at that YouTube platform. There is you say that Jesus, Baba, they go put two people for here. Just they talk about nonsense. Baba, you go see 1 million views.
Yeah.
One of the best content,
talking about it?
one of the best content I was involved in on radio is the stupidest show ever put on radio, Hatako. It not make sense. We're shouting at each other, knowing that the things we're saying is not correct. But that's what everybody loved the most. So you can. Now, so if you want to make money from creating,
Toni.
you must find a way to do rubbish because that's what people like. Mr. Beast, when he started early, what was he really doing? Ridiculous. But that's why everybody loved. That's why he have this much money. So sometimes your sponsors, you don't know how good it is that you can be an independent and do a show off your pocket. It's good one front. It's also good. My friend would say the best flight is the one that is paid for. An all expense paid flight is the best flight, right? But sometimes having your independence to do things is also very good.
Yeah.
But those guys have somebody who's giving them money and say, these are the numbers. Oh, your stay here is down to rating.
I was trying to remember how we got there.
It's down to rating.
And it was Roy Keane, right? So
It's Roy Keane, yeah.
So let's get back to it, right? So I want us to go into a bit of weekend because we're wrapping up and of course speak about Mathew shortly, and some of the work.
You've not talked about me already.
No, we haven't. We'll just do a bit of a touchdown, yeah.
So all these things that we're doing is not the reason why I'm here.
No. The weekend.
That's why they say kidnap person. You go willingly volunteer for your kidnapping.
The weekend. I was looking at the calendar and what games. Obviously, I think Arsenal have a big game this weekend.
Man City.
Man City.
Yeah.
Arsenal, Man City.
Chelsea United is another one.
Yeah, Old Trafford.
How expensive is that game? I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, how expensive is that game? because I have been this week reevaluating.
I don't give up
you
on
know-
Amorim.
No, I've been evaluating my position and what needs to happen going forward and gauging the mood around. And every time I talk about Arsenal, people say, "Oh, you are picking off, the fans that don't have sense or sort of thing, that kind of thing." But the truth is that social media and people that make commentary in that space are a greater reflection of the mood around the club. That's like it or not. You might have an independent opinion that is you think it through. This is how I see it, right? But what I'm saying is the mood around the club, the narrative around the club, is not controlled by your independent thought process.
No.
It is driven by the mob, right?
Yeah.
And I put it out to you. I said, look, for me, I think Amorim is done at United.
I think so too.
I think he's a dead man walking.
I think he's even asking for the sack as well.
Yeah,
I didn't
listen to his last press conference.
I didn't get the
Say sack the man. What's that?
I didn't
He's
get
asking for
that feeling until after last week. So that brings me to the Chelsea game. I feel like it would take something extraordinary, even if they win at Chelsea. Right?
Are they going to Stamford Bridge?
Yeah.
No, it's at Old Trafford.
Yeah. Even if they beat Chelsea, it will still take something extraordinary to keep Man United. I think his dead man walking is done.
So most times I think that when you give a manager ultimatum, I don't know how it works with other clubs, but I feel the big games are not always, the fact might not be part of the ultimatum given to the manager.
I don't think it's an ultimatum per se.
That's not ultimatum now.
I don't think it's
I'm
an
just saying that
ultimatum. Nigerian
they
league.
might not put it out.
That'll be MPSL
But,
now.
no, they might not put it out, but every club will know that I think we should give this guy the next 3 games.
No,
Let's see what happens. No, I'm not saying that is it.
Yeah, but
But a game like Chelsea, I don't think they will want to say if United should lose against Chelsea, let this guy go. I think unless if the scoreline is very humiliating, like 6-0, 5-0, and you can say, okay, I think this guy you done yet. But you have your next 3 games. They have after Chelsea, they have away to Brentford, they have Sunderland, and they have Liverpool. I think that Amorim wants the sack as early as possible. Yeah.
I was telling you that fan
I think
yesterday.
he wants the sack because his last statement was
Sack
and
the man.
nobody resigned.
I will not
Now only Africa would they say a person did he
No,
resign abroad.
I think
they have no person they resign.
I think the advisor that told him, right, that comment you made last year, right, in December, that I'll walk away now without anything, right?
It don't make sense.
don't ever repeat it
I told him,
again.
Yes,
if you say it
it don't
again,
make
right,
sense.
Don't ever repeat it.
Yes.
Because you're still on the
Don't
job.
ever.
How about
Don't ever do it again. Your
find
job,
12 million pounds.
Yeah,
don't do that.
Last 2 weeks, remember he was saying that he said the same thing last week that I think they should. That time was it against Burnley or I've forgotten the team when you guys were. That he said you cannot change the whole team. You can change.
That was after Grimsby.
Yeah, you can change the
After the
manager.
Grimsby game,
You can change the manager. He said it again last week that
sack the man. So I will not change my principle.
Yeah, I will
my
not
philosophy.
sack the man.
There was a time I said
I
that.
think he wants
There was
to
a time I said that you have to. The most difficult thing to know in this kind of situation United are in is to be able to determine that yes, things are very bad, but the direction we're going and who we have in charge is the right person, and so we're going to stay. That's the most difficult thing when you're in that sort of
That
situation.
happened in Arsenal.
And for
And
me,
Amazon Prime helped Arteta. But in this case,
for
there's nothing
me,
coming to help him.
I've made the decision that he's not the guy. And the reason I made the decision that he's not the guy,
He himself has said he's not the guy.
the reason I made the decision that he's not the guy, right, is that you see that the last game, that was against who? The last game,
Man City.
United, Man City, the Man City
Yes,
game.
3-0.
So obviously, what's his name? He played Ahmad and then he played in Belmo, right? That was a game where there was an opportunity for him to introduce a slight alteration of what he has been doing. So usually you play Bruno and then you play Ugarte. That's what he loves to do. There has to
Yeah.
be someone that can progress the ball, and there has to be another one that's tackling in midfield too. And then you have your 2 number 10s in the
Yeah.
whatever. In Belmo typically plays from the right. And you have Kenya here, but Kenya is injured. I think Mason Mount is injured too now, right? Then he played Ahmad, where Mbeumo would have loved to be, and then played Mbeumo on the left side, right? In my opinion, that was an opportunity to see if, you know what, let's try and see if central progression can work here. Let's take Bruno to that place where Bruno loves anyway, and then play someone like Kobe Mainoo alongside Ugarte. Let's see if this ball progression through the middle where we never get. See, let's see if something can change.
You know, last week on Monday,
Against City,
last week on Monday, I said I used the word shoehorning, right?
Yeah.
And when you shoehorn players into the team, injury sometimes provides you an opportunity, right?
That's what I'm saying.
To do the
That was an
to do the simple
opportunity
thing,
to
right?
see if.
And I said it at the time. I said he's shoehorning his man to the team, and this team selection on Sunday proved that he was doing that, because it's simple. Mount is in the team. That's why Bruno is playing.
He's playing CM.
He's playing CM.
So now Mount is not in the team.
So Mount's not in the team.
Play Bruno in that preferred position where he like. Let's see what Mainoo can do through the middle where he mean like.
Yeah. So,
But you still decided instead of doing that, you now played in Belmo in the other side where him no like.
So is the thing about I said about Tuchel a couple of years ago.
Where he carry too many people playing.
There's a natural. This guy gives you 9/10 here, right? 9/10 here, but you have an injury in this place, right? That this guy can give you. So you have 0/10 here, but you have a 9/10 here, right? Any manager that I see remove a 9/10, right, to put in another position, and that now makes us 5/10. Then
Now put another person
Now put
here.
another
Now
person
be
here.
another
Double
problem.
I think you're creating
You already have one
We have
problem.
one problem.
Solve one problem. When we get to the game,
you're not creating
we'll figure
more.
out how to
Yeah.
create that problem.
You already have nice. Carry an academy
Again.
boy that can give you that 5 and put it here.
The one time-
and leave the 9.5 here.
The one time Fergie made that mistake as well, right?
The Champions League final. Was it?
Champions League finals. There's that too. But the FA Cup game, Pogba left the club at the time. What an injury in midfield. Paul Scholes, everybody Fletcher, Carrick, everybody injured. Took Rafael from right back.
Play
And
midfield.
put
him
And
in.
Pogba was on the bench.
Pogba's
So I know
looking
there's
like-
no
Pogba's
future
on the
for me
Okay,
here.
I don't get hope yet.
Yes, sir.
I think this thing
You understand?
is
That's my
more
key.
of
So
trust.
That's my
when
key.
I saw that, and
I'll see you guys
then
later.
when I saw that,
Why
and then
am I
at the
your
end of
team
the
if you don't
game,
trust me?
when I saw that, then at the end of the game, he now said, "If you want to change, they have to fire the man. I'm not going to change." I'm
That's
like,
the part that got
do
to
you
me.
really?
Like,
It's like
No, so I think
He's asking for the sack.
He
It's
knows.
too
He
obvious.
knows. I think he knows that. One thing I like about him is that he's a very honest guy, and a lot of people might wonder, why have you supported the guy? I think that he's a breath of fresh air to United. Again, the things he has done at United he has done for the club. He has cleaned up a lot of things in the club. A lot of them, Rashford, Garnacho leaving. I think it was important that a guy like that came in with a highway approach, right? You, off, I'm here, right? It's important.
okay, I like that.
Yeah, it's very important, right?
That's what I love about Arteta.
So one thing I can say for him is that he has cleaned house.
Yeah,
That's
that's
clean
very
house,
good work
right?
with that.
Don't forget that.
However,
Now loan.
however, cleaning house. No, you guys, you
Who
should
go?
shake 40.
You-
I will pay now. You understand?
No be only pay.
The only one way they're not going to pay for now.
Anthony
Onana.
off. These
No,
are
the one in
players. I promise
Bayern.
you.
The
If-
Chelsea player in Bayern.
If Amorim was not United this summer, Anthony would be at United this summer. It was that hardline stance he took.
and at the Hag ban, I say would have been there. Now.
No, he would have been there. The club would have said, you know what? Off the back of what he did at Betis, Dallo went to loan at AC Milan.
Yeah.
People forget, right? He came back, and that's how he tricked his way back into the team.
Oh,
you understand?
Jesus Christ.
What people
Say tricked his
what people
way.
forget that this happened 4 years ago, right? At the time, he was clear to United fans. This guy cannot. This guy his ceiling is
not that level.
capped.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
But he tricked his way back. Look, sure, same thing, right?
No, that was a used to do.
So what I'm telling you, is that the guy has done. He has Malacia, right? Would be a United if not
Yes,
for
some
if not for
United
Amorim.
players,
And
yeah.
Onana.
Smalling.
Smalling.
No, sorry, not Smalling. I want to mention. Is it Evans? I want to mention Johnny Evans.
No, Lindelof.
Lindelof.
Would be United. So I like what he has done in terms of clean house, but I can see that there's a cleaner day. What you call a new house? Cleaner day.
Best way go do interior
Furniture,
design.
interior
day.
day. You understand?
understand?
I think for me, if United have any bit of risk, like let's shut the outside noise out and do the right thing. I think we should be on the phone to Jose Mourinho.
That one is
too
done
late.
already.
No. I'm saying no. They should have been on the phone to him like,
Yeah.
hold on for 3 weeks to next international break. I'm telling you, there's no way Omar calls Jose and says,
No, if there was a to come to United, Jose would have
stay on the phone,
would have
please
come.
give us 3 weeks international break in November.
Jose is
October.
moving like Jose is going to take any job. So if they
Because
called him,
no, I'm saying about taking any job, and United fans will say, "Oh no, you don't go back." Real Madrid.
So we took Jose back. We won the league.
Real Madrid.
It's not
Real Madrid took Carlo Ancelotti back. When Carlo Ancelotti left Real Madrid, let him go. Please.
Say it's not. We took Jose back. We won
Brought
the
him
league.
back because at the time when Jose wanted to take this high road,
Yeah.
United were not ready for that kind of.
Yeah, they were not.
They were not.
That's
He
true.
said he wanted.
So now you have the players that any manager will want to work with these players. Who want to work with Cunha, Shesko?
Because they are hungry.
They are all hungry players. Okay, I put Mourinho in that team. Mourinho fixes that mentality in that dressing room.
Yep.
I was watching a video. Casemiro was saying, when Mourinho called me into his office, he said, "What did I do?" He was a young player. He said, "I see you in Brazil. I watch you in Brazil. You're a young player. You know, you go all in. This game we're going to play. I think it was a classic or something like that, or at the Bernabeu." He said, "When you get into the first 15 minutes of the game, I want you to make repeated 70-yard passes to Cristiano on the wing. Take it, hold it, ping it, go there. You understand? Go into people, clatter them. The Bernabeu will love you. That's how I'm going to introduce you." Casemiro went in there, did everything.
No, that's what Jose knows how to do.
Mourinho called him and
no, it's
said,
good,
Mourinho called and said, "So I told you."
That's what Jose knows how to do. Jose is a.
Now this was young Casemiro.
Yeah.
Casemiro said that changed his
Yubi,
psyche.
let me tell you something.
So imagine a guy like Lenny Yoro.
I was
They're
telling.
all in heaven. Obvious quality.
Let me tell you
Imagine
something.
Mourinho tell him, Cunha, come. You know this guy is not better than you.
Ah.
Do expect.
See,
You
let me
blow
tell you
his
something.
mind.
Let me tell you something. That's why when
So,
you know
I
you're
mean-
talking about coaches are different. I mean, I said it multiple times.
Yeah.
I was telling Iba, I said, see, there's the reason I back Jose every day
every
is
day.
that Jose is not a guy that maybe played football or that just knew football. That Jose is a guy that studied
The game.
That's a psychologist. Jose knows how. That's why when
He
Jose
knows the
sat,
game and he know people.
That's why when Jose sat in the studio and they were asking him that Rashford can improve as a number 9, he said no. He can come in from the left, but as a number 9,
No
he
way.
does not have the skill set
How
to
many,
do
how
it.
many years on? Prove
Do you
it.
know how many years ago Jose said it? Because Jose, he knows. He's not just a guy that loves football, that knows football. No, he's a guy that's
He
an
studied
expert.
the game.
He studied. He's a philosopher, and then
do you
he
remember
studied.
that moment in sorry to break you. That
Yeah.
moment in with Sky, that stint with Sky. Every time Jose spoke, everybody
kept quiet.
Everybody was listening.
Yeah, because
Everybody kept
everybody was
quiet.
like, you know,
Everybody
these
kept
are
quiet.
like season analysts.
And that's why I always
Everybody's
tell people that when people talk about, oh, this coach is done, this coach, I know you don't know much about this game because now football, when it's like when you go to school, it's like the professors that teach you.
I hear people say football don't leave him. I don't.
Like
what does that
it's
even
stupid
mean?
talk. It's like
like
the
the one with the question on rugby.
It's like the professors that teach you
Football don't live up.
in university, right? Yeah, we know that there are some professors here that just decide by themselves to be stale. But the reality of it is that it is knowledge, it is education.
Yep.
You know, what you know is what you know. If you read
What you don't know, you don't know
You
too.
don't know. If you read Rifaria's there's an article where Rifari was talking.
Rifaria.
Rifari is talking about the early days when he started working with Mourinho, the things they were doing. You go no say this guy, not be saying I just coach, we go do coaching course. We come. This person understands philosophy, psychology, football, and the game. It's not everywhere you find it.
What you miss, what a lot of people miss is that there is a natural gift from God. Like I'm telling
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
And you know this world is so woke, so people don't want to speak about God and things like that. But I keep saying that
No, but
when
we
you
can't
see
be so
exceptional
woke.
talent, like Mourinho, there's a reason he's been a global superstar across 25 years, right? There's a gift that guy has that he had. Obviously, you have to hone the skill, but how many people don't try be Mourinho again? You can't be
You
that.
can't. You can't. You don't have it. You don't have it. I interviewed Richard Obokere, one fantastic striker. Maybe some of our audience will not know him, man. And we got talking. This is a guy who played in Nigerian League, played for Sharks, played
Yeah.
for ACB, played for the national team, and then went to Brazil, came to Europe, France, got injured, and then he went to Portugal. That period he was in Boavista. Jose Mourinho was just coming up like attachment to the team. And when it was training time, it was a guy that was training the strikers.
Yeah.
All his life, he's used to running around, doing everything. And Jose Mourinho told him that you don't need that. So he was shocked because this is in his DNA. This is how strikers train and have been scoring goals with it. Jose Mourinho said, no, short sprint. That the whole field, the space that you have is just that box.
Yeah.
There's no need running like you want to do. say,
Wait, you want to
goals.
see and run?
No need.
See.
You know what? Do all this short to run sideways, lateral, and very, very short. The whole thing you will do in the game is dependent on this. And then from that moment, it went from the 15, 20 goals to a 30, 40 goals
Yeah,
player.
of course.
He can never forget that.
Yes, now.
There's a guy who know the game. So
Yes,
when the game has left him.
No,
And
it's too
one
stupid talk.
thing I want to add, before we speak about Chelsea and speak about Arsenal, Man City, is what I want to add is, I'm not saying that he's going to be the future of United. You bring him, you tell him
To
Jose,
stop gap,
to
man.
do
It's a
something.
stopgap, but
Jose,
it
your
will
brain
set back.
mentality.
Your brief here, Jose, right? We know only you can do it. We want you to raise the culture, the mentality of the club, and we're going to have a succession plan for you.
Exactly.
So we're going to be for 2 years,
Simple.
you understand? So we are here. Let's start working with you on
get?
who we think
Because you have
is
the
gonna
clout,
be
you,
the
you
future
get, you have the
And
clout
we set
to
the
the press,
structure,
you have
then
the
from
clout
there
here,
on
you have
we'll
the
go.
clout, you have the respect of the players.
Exactly,
You
exactly.
shield the club,
You shield the
from
club
a lot of
while we
things.
work.
So you will do the 2 years. This new sporting team that were assembled will do their job behind the scenes
Exactly, and
of
work.
cleaning up everything
You
behind
understand?
the
You understand?
scenes.
And what better? I saw United's finances yesterday. Record profits again.
Yeah.
Record this. I'm like
Record revenue.
Record revenue. Yeah, true. And I said, look, what is there to lose? Global superstar behemoth club put together. You understand? And keep working.
Perfect marriage.
But the problem is that you were prophetic in many ways. You said, look, the ex-players.
No, they do more. That's my
So,
problem with them.
That is the reason the club would not go against the grain.
See, let me tell
To go
you.
and bring a guy like Jose.
Yeah.
See, let me tell you.
You know,
When
this is our decision.
See, let me tell you. When I
DNA.
said it here now. When Mikel,
Scores will tear the place.
you get.
Gary
I said it here
Neville,
now.
Roy Keane,
When Mikel started saying every
maybe not
time
Roy Keane, yeah.
against Jackson, I said, bro, shut up. We know you're an ex-player. Nobody loves Mikel more than me on this table.
Yeah.
But bro, what you are doing more harm to
The club. I said that people say I'm beefing
you
Mikel. No, not
understand?
the beef now.
You're a guy. We knew now when you two joined Chelsea.
Yeah.
Your first season at Chelsea, you were a disaster.
You were Chief Justice sitting on the bench.
You
all the time.
understand? In fact, you were coming late to training and everything. Mourinho had to appoint the senior African players to say, get that guy and
Sort him out.
get him
Yeah,
straight.
straight him
You
up.
understand? So we knew. So you can't be speaking now to young players like
Have a God complex.
they have to be this
Yeah.
from the beginning. No, relax, and that's what this United guy. See, what's his name? Gary Neville. When Ten Hag was there, he said, "Oh, these players." I said, "I think because this player is not very solid, this defender. Let's do a 3 at the back. I think he will sort us out." Now they brought a coach. He's
doing
done a 3 at the back.
exactly 3 at
He
the
said,
back.
"No,
He said it's a problem."
My brother, shut up.
It's quite clear that you don't know this thing.
You understand? Shut up.
And you've done coaching. See, I don't have a problem with. You can analyze something else that is non-United. I mean,
Exactly.
If I'm Gary Neville, I'll take the pressure off United. Be talking about other clubs
So
and all
look,
that. And then,
So look, there's a lot of things that need to be done. During our time, it was built from the ground up. You know, it's about every time you talk down on the coach.
if
you
those
talk down-
guys make a paradigm shift of we went from 86 to 92, it wasn't easy, and Cantona had to come, this had to come,
Yeah,
but we
yeah.
were struggling. Even Silas was almost being sacked. It will give this team confidence.
You see the
It will
Liverpool
give the
thing.
coach confidence.
The Liverpool thing you mentioned. Until they ripped that nonsense of he's not playing the Liverpool way.
Ah.
And Klopp came,
Klopp
and
came
said,
and
I'm going to do what I'm
Genge
going to do.
pressing.
Yeah,
I'm
it
playing
was-
hard matter.
That's when they tasted success again.
Yeah.
Club changed everything.
Yeah.
That's when they
Changed
tasted
everything.
success.
Yep. They were doing the.
No,
Very
it's not
small
the, that's
to
not
them.
the,
That-
that's
It's not in the
that
Liverpool
business
way.
don't
Say it's not the
understand.
Daggy
Stop.
style.
Miss
It's
me
not
with that
the-
nonsense.
If I say don't tell the.
You understand?
producer,
The boss.
Miss me with that
Reduce
nonsense.
how much time you show this man.
Yeah, nah. Small they don't show that ugly. They
show
look
that.
like this for.
See, he's very
for
unhappy.
video.
Yeah,
Person
see,
go
you
bring
know,
James Spearing, John Flanagan.
Yeah.
What's with that guy?
Yeah.
Martin Kelly.
what's that? Downing, Abi? Downing play for you guys too.
Yes, man.
John Joe Shelby.
And the Carroll.
Ah, Jesus.
Bro.
Liverpool suffer.
Bro.
Liverpool suffer.
You know,
No,
so-
they suffered. They were in the trenches for a long
Trenches
time.
for a long time, right?
Where James Spearing day now, sir?
32 years
Really?
playing
So
the
yeah,
Liverpool way.
I want to speak about Chelsea.
Yeah.
So I see a bit of backlash with Enzo Fernandes, right? And I don't
I
know.
saw it too.
I
You
don't.
saw one person on the group.
No. I've seen
X,
no.
on
Relax.
On social media.
It comes
was
from
great on
X.
X,
It's actually
on
on
X,
X.
yeah.
Go on
Yeah,
X.
yeah.
Yeah. I think that some players find it hard to escape a narrative around them. Right? It's almost like
They wait.
it's almost like you don't play too good game now. We'll wait for you.
They wait.
I know now.
We did.
But that was very unfair.
We did
To be
from
honest.
the.
I know
I thought it was unfair.
You Enzo. I know that was very unfair. That was very,
What do you mean?
But the problem is someone said he's a Toni Kroos region. I said, stop that. I said, this is people like you are the problem.
So let me tell you.
I think again,
Let me tell you,
sometimes they hype people too much.
There's a
How
game
somebody
now.
wake up and tell you that Kobe Mino reminds him of Zinedine Zidane? Are you not setting up that boy for failure?
Now, Paul Scholes now.
Hype,
And I go see call one day say
Hype
not
somebody,
this, not
but-
that.
Zidane don't they have to go on loan now?
Zidane, Kobe. Which means Kobe is better than everybody in the class of 92. That's what you're saying, It doesn't remind you of anybody in the class
In
of
class
92.
of 92, now
It just-
Zidane.
Straight up to
It doesn't
Zidane.
remind you of yourself.
Now
They
why?
say picking way the class, they brilliant for primary one. It remind you of
Einstein.
Albert Einstein.
You never met Einstein before. You don't play with him before. You and I don't follow Garadi.
Now, what you say is Toni Kroos region, a slip of tongue. But even though I hear what the
Slip of
person,
tongue.
I understand why the person said it.
Oh, my brother.
No.
My brother, eh?
It's hard for me to
It's
understand.
like when I say Odegaard is supposed to evolve into this type of
I
player.
like how you said it.
And that's what I mean by
This is
I understand
expectation.
why the person said
but
it.
you don't talk
The
to
person- I don't first talk saying a slip of tongue. Relax.
You know what regen be?
I don't first talk saying a slip
Now
of
short
tongue.
for regeneration.
So
2.0.
that's what, when you watch Enzo play, that's what you know that he would evolve into. If you watch him play where he plays, Enzo is the one touch, switch it, calm it down, receive it. That's why every time I always say it, there is nobody in that Chelsea team better than Enzo in the first place. And there's no way anybody can. I can take it anywhere.
I agree with you, man.
There is nobody.
but you know-
However, you are brought in a
I like where
coach
you're going now.
that wants to play a certain way. If the coach says, this is how I want to play, I am playing Moses Caicedo as a tackler,
Yeah.
as the number 6,
You must break play.
to break play and do everything. You, this that's supposed to be the other CM, I need you to come and play as the half 8.
yeah.
The player, like we've always
Very
talked about
small.
players having the right character. You're not going to go and throw tantrum because the guy doesn't want to. You're going to knuckle down and do and play.
Is this what the manager wants to
And do what you have to
Samuel
do.
to establish. He went to play on the side.
How you see my boy yesterday, Garnacho?
Who's that?
Garnacho.
No, Garnacho
He
is
should
in
be
a
starting.
club. He's in a club
That boy
where
should be
he's in a
starting.
club where he's not going to. He would like I've said it here.
That
He's
boy
going
should
to
be
start
starting.
over Gittins
That
for
boy
now,
should be
but in the
starting.
long run, I believe Gittins will bench him.
No,
But
that boy should be
for now,
starting.
he's going to start over.
So he had a good game.
He just come now. He's
Ghana, my boy.
now.
Show if it.
Once I see people say
While helping clubs.
like the guy on the platform that
See,
said,
now, I don't
Bro,
give press conference.
Oh, Lord.
Motivational.
Bro,
Onana, the motivational speaker. Worst goalkeeper ever.
you know,
There's only one
like-
goalkeeper that
like 10
Onana
saves,
is better
bro.
than.
good luck to him.
Francis Uzor,
Good luck
finish.
to him. You see, like the guy on the platform that kept going on and on about Enzo. Every time, if Enzo make one back
the
pass,
forum, please. Platform and nothing.
okay. if he has to make one bad pass, he go clip and come. So why you don't bring when Kopama make your own bad pass, and then why you don't bring when Caicedo give away a penalty?
No,
Why
they
you
say-
don't bring when Enzo should have scored if it wasn't from a block from Lima? So I just know once I see that kind of one, I go just a look.
One of the best banter yesterday was. They say Newcastle win the Premier League. They don't give an they don't give an hour. No, Newcastle win La Liga.
They don't give it Barcelona now.
Say that Barcelona highline.
Give me that Chelsea,
That highlight.
Barcelona, they don't give you Bayern now. You don't feel like.
They say no chopper, I want champion.
No, but that Bayern game, the thing that pissed me off in the Bayern game, first of all, was the ref. I thought the ref had a shocking game in the first half. The first goal Bayern scored shouldn't even be a free kick. I'm warning. Now you're front. And then you can't give the free kick, then play the free kick, then play and hit you. You carry the ball.
But he did right thing down.
No. I'm not saying it should.
Nah, it's awarding on the free
It
kick
is right
the
to
first
be a
time.
drop ball. You understand? It is right to be a drop ball because he hit him.
Yeah.
But the first free kick was not even a free kick. Now when you want to do drop ball, remember you don't blow free kick. The guys don't set up for free kick.
Yeah.
Now as they pass the free kick, hit you. You bring the ball, you play drop ball. That's how they went and passed and did. So that it shouldn't be a free kick. Even the penalty, I can see why you're giving it, but it's soft. It's very soft.
If you can see, then it's a penalty.
Who was there? What was Caicedo?
It was Caicedo,
Yeah.
but
Caicedo.
this guy bought it. Kane bought it.
No,
It's all well and good.
Speaking of Kane, I want to speak about Kane, right?
You can't go give Kane that kind back,
Kane-
that kind pass.
Kane-
You want make mistake.
They say-
You don't
I-
make
I-
mistake.
I-
Put
I think-
for
they should
this way.
start-
You make mistake. Put for
Sorry.
Kane hand.
They won't kill you
Sorry.
like you pour fuel
You
for
pour
body.
fuel for body.
Can't give people matches.
I
said God.
They say Kane 10 goals in Sons. Where is it? See that last season goal now.
I
Kane is a madman now. You don't see the way he bent the
Goal
body.
scoring
He used the
machine,
defender. Take.
think we have to speak about it, right?
Where is this guy going
in
with the mic?
Champions League, I think he said he has 40 something of its own in Champions League. something
Bro,
like that, right?
it's a madness.
I want to speak about it because people run away from the conversation, and we've been doing it for years. They say, when you talk about best strikers, first wrong go hold Suarez. You know, once you don't hold Suarez, nobody will touch you again. You know, say once you don't talk striker, you don't hold Suarez.
It's hard. Man.
Nobody will follow you talk
There's
again.
nothing to eliminate.
Somebody go hold Lewandowski. But every time people speak about Kane, like, there's a speck on their face.
No, there's that thing about the English.
Honestly,
this-
No, that's
Honestly-
English.
honestly-
Spurs.
honestly,
They play for Spurs.
The last time we spoke about this thing, I think it was Benzema or something like that.
yeah, that's. I see where you're going.
Kane is better than Benzema. What's anybody could tell me?
I agree.
See,
A better goal
Kane is a better goal scorer
He's a
than
better
Benzema.
footballer.
No, he's not. He's not a better footballer.
My brother,
Kane is a better goal scorer than Benzema.
You see what Kane play yesterday?
Relax.
Guy, Kane,
He has always done it now.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Guy,
Has always
Kane,
done it.
the ball,
So
I beg.
when
I thought
When I
you were going to go,
I like Benzema, but Kane.
when I thought you were going to go is that
That boy
you
is
see.
good.
This thing is like that KD.
When I thought you were
jeez.
going to go
That boy
is
No,
Your
Kane,
first scenario.
Kane is untouchable. See, there aside Suarez, aside Luis Suarez, and now I'm calling Lewandowski into the thing as well, right? Aside Luis Suarez, in that generation, which is I think
Can we not just put 4 of them? Kane, Suarez,
No, I think
Lewandowski,
Suarez-
and Benzema.
Suarez-
Saying Kane is better than Benzema spoils the... He's doing exactly what you're accusing people of.
I don't understand.
Because you can't remove Benzema
love
from
it.
the conversation. Why
No,
can't
no,
you
no,
just say
no. He said Kane is a better footballer than Benzema. I don't
No,
agree
that one I
with
don't feel agree. with.
No, so let's build it up, right? We have 15 minutes to wrap up. When you speak about strikers, right, in the last 10 years, right, the standout striker, aside, let's forget Ronaldo and Messi, the next standout player is Suarez.
Yes.
Ibrahimovic.
No, Suarez
Suarez
first,
Yeah.
right? Then you put Zlatan, kind of thing.
Zlatan
right?
said,
Zlatan, I don't put Zlatan there.
Zlatan,
Zlatan
I was
is-
going to say even before
his
the Ronaldo,
interviews
I
are
think
bigger
Zlatan
than
was
Eto,
saying
and
they
they
don't
don't
even
even
Zlatan,
know.
we don't go add
Zlatan,
that.
Not go add that.
Eto them.
You get, we
Zlatan
don't
there
go
for
add
the
that.
Eto and Thierry Henry.
You get,
Eto, Thierry Henry
you
type.
get, be like, we not
So
go add
that's
that.
Suarez.
Suarez. Suarez is standout here.
Suarez, man.
The rest now, them Cavani, them
Falcao.
Lewandowski. Who else is there? Who am I forgetting?
Benzema.
Aguero.
Yeah, Aguero.
Rooney.
Aguero, my boy.
No, Rooney did that group.
Should we put Rooney at?
You better say Rooney now.
Let's
we
throw.
go
Let's
leave
throw
am.
Rooney
that.
back.
Because Rooney can't become even number 10
Yeah,
later now.
let's throw Rooney
Yeah.
out basically, right? But I'm telling you that in that category of all these players I'm telling you about, Harry Kane is after Suarez number 1.
Let me say this.
As far as goal scoring goes, I don't know
Now,
that.
you don't come back to what I
No.
talk. He's
But
a
no.
better goal scorer than Benzema, I agree. But say he's a better footballer. No.
No,
You know why?
I can't agree to that. one.
Benzema played to the level where
And
if you-
Benzema can
if you-
still play as a number 8.
What
if you
Rooney
catch him
did,
for wing,
what
yeah.
Rooney did for, at Man
Benzema play
United,
midfield.
where he had to
Easily,
step,
yes.
he had to
I don't see
Benzema
that
play
Shawnee before.
where he had to step back for Cristiano Ronaldo to
Yes,
take that center
yes.
position. Not too many goal scoring players can do that.
Harry
Because
Kane but can Harry Kane do it?
Harry Kane can
Yes.
play midfield.
Mourinho
Harry
helped
Kane
him
can do
that,
that.
Sha.
No.
When Mourinho was at Spurs.
no, Mourinho didn't
Why-
help him.
No, he
He's
was-
got the ability
Mourinho-
to do
Mourinho
it.
was
So
played the
No,
part.
yeah, it was
Mourinho
brought it
forward. Mourinho done the drum.
he
even
done it
before
done
Mourinho.
before.
yes,
Harry Kane
Mourinho
can
just
play
played more to
midfield.
his strengths.
But what I'm trying to say is that in terms of like,
Benzema.
you see, when you're trying to say that this person is a better football player than this person, how do you judge?
Okay,
it?
let's do goal scoring.
In my
Yeah.
opinion.
Let's
In my opinion.
let's agree. Right. After Suarez, there's no better goal scorer than Harry Kane.
In all of these people that you mentioned,
Lewandowski, unless you have numbers that I don't have,
No, maybe
but
Cavani.
Lewandowski,
But right,
Yeah,
let's
Cavani
pull up.
scored
Let's
about-
pull up Bayern.
about-
Let's pull up. They told them play for Bayern. Let's pull up their Bayern numbers.
the only one I would
Yeah,
say
Lewandowski scored
is-
about 600. See,
'Cause I
Lewandowski,
think-
after Messi and Ronaldo, Lewandowski is the 3rd active goal scorer as it is now.
man.
Let's pull up. Let's pull
Check
up.
Lewandowski-
They are two play for Bayern
After
Munich.
Messi
What I'm
and
going to
Ronaldo,
say is this:
check him now,
the same
Lewandowski.
way when Benzema did that is 30 plus, and everybody will say he's the best in the world. The same way it happened with Lewandowski, it has to happen with Kane. He's the best in the world.
That's what I'm saying.
He's the same way when Benzema was 30 plus. They say,
Yeah.
they gave everybody Lewandowski. They say he's better than everything. He's better. Harry Kane has to.
Bro.
We cannot allow that English and that Spurs. this thing
To rub off you. No.
No, we would. You know why we would? Listen, when you play for Spurs, it's like driving with a handbrake.
No, but he don't come out there now.
And the first season he went to Bayern again. Happened to be the first season
Scoring
in
goals.
11 that they didn't win. See, and no matter how many goals you score, they will put what the goal lead to.
No, they'll
It's
win,
a conversation.
They'll win the Champions League this season. Don't worry.
Good, let them win it, right?
Anyway.
But I'm not taking anything away from Harry Kane. Almost
Don't.
everything he's saying, I agree. But that say is better than Benzema
My
thing.
brother.
That's where he lost.
Yeah, that's why he lost me.
Yeah, you know,
I mean, I like Harry Kane.
I can see why.
Too
right?
bad what he does to Arsenal, but
I
love him.
can see why, right? But I just think that there is a sick finish with Harry Kane.
There
Yes,
Now,
that's
Spurs
what happened when
yeah.
you go play for
That's
Spurs.
like, you don't see this guy finish.
It's like how they see.
goals will still beat out.
It's like how they see Nigerian passport now.
You
He
get
fucked up. Now he should have moved earlier.
Man
Yes.
City Arsenal, right? What is the indicator when that game finishes at full time? What would that game have told you? You know, You know, and that's why people say the league never starts.
Nothing. In my opinion.
Nothing.
Yes. Nothing because
Nothing.
in consequence to the league title.
No.
Yeah.
No, not the league
Nothing in terms
title.
of Arsenal.
If Arsenal loses that game,
because
they're already out of the league title.
No.
conversation.
Because
that's the funniest thing.
No.
It's the funny thing.
No. Because they won it early too last season, and then they didn't win the league.
No.
So it's not 5-0.
Yes, and then they didn't win the league.
5-1.
5-1.
So if they lost now, I also won't say they're not. That means they are not out of the league. They won it, they didn't win the league. So that's why I remember he's not going to say too
I
much
think
into.
the positive about that game is the fact that I think
You know how watch the game. How you think the positive for me?
I think they have
going
they
into
should
that
win.
game, Pep trying out Kusanov in right back position.
You think he's going to do that with Arsenal?
I think he's going to do it. I think that boy
That
was
is the way like make you do. I
that
think
boy
Arsenal will
was,
beat
that
them.
boy was great against United.
wasn't great. No.
Kusanov.
Wasn't great.
You know what's the match with that?
Anybody can be great
Against
against
Man U.
United.
No, Kusanov at right back has been very good. You know
but
he
it
was
wasn't great.
You know he was struggling at.
The way you guys,
center, yeah,
the
yeah,
way you
that's
guys
the thing, yeah.
distribute this word, very great.
No, like
These are the things that
just
make Kobe Mino
for-
to be Zidane.
for the
oh.
game, Zidane no they ask for a loan, no.
You know, he said it before. We pretend like we didn't hear.
You don't get two ways Zidane they with the bench am. We will go to say one goal load. From early, I know even when Zidane they young, I be no here say
You have evil men. Curtis in his
Men on a baller. You get the first one.
So I'm sad that he's not playing.
No. Men on a baller. You understand? What I don't like. What I don't like is the.
He's a non-playing Zidane.
What I don't like is the.
He must play.
He must play.
Yes.
But he can. And I think why I support Amorim's handling of the thing is that let's disabuse ourselves of this. This young player must play. He must not play.
Must play for what?
He must play if he's doing well. See
Listen,
Listen. Right.
This Yamal that you keep shouting.
Right.
I'll bust your bubble now.
Meno is not Lamine Yamal.
Now the way we get
Right.
To bust
Lamine
double for
Yamal is
Lamine
generational
Yamal go hard,
talent.
though.
Meno, there
That's
are
a
levels to
unicorn,
this thing. You understand? Kopama is generational talent, but it's not Lamar level. You understand? So he must not play. Once he understands that he must not play, then we're in a good place. Because when you allow him play, when you make the noise about him, the next time something happens, the next time coach comes in, his agents to brief. You understand? Brief. I don't know if you saw a story about a journalist rejecting a gig to brief to hype Ousmane Dembele.
Yeah.
As this thing,
Yeah,
you
sorry.
understand? When we say these things, people think that it's.
But you know what we say? People think we're lying. Somebody will come under the comment.
Of imagination, you understand?
Somebody will come under the comment. You think every Oyibo journalist be like Nigerians.
No. You must be crazy. You understand? His agent, the people around him, not necessarily Kobe Menu, the people that think they know what's best for him, have say, Lord, you know what?
Of course, now, that's why you have a
agency
team
around you.
They have a publicist. They have a PR.
What the manager has said
whatever.
is, look, I will not listen to that pressure.
That noise is not
going
gonna
to pursue Sarri from Chelsea that time because of Arsenal. You get.
No, because I was
No.
But it was part of the conversation.
You don't say sorry too. We just wait. Make result go bad. Because that one go by Jorginho because you want play 160.
The manager can go, but it should not be because a young player.
Yeah.
What has
another thing
done in the game?
And you know another thing that is on record. You can fact check it. You can confirm it. Most of the time, when these young players play a lot early, the injuries catch up to them.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it catches up to them. It destroys their career early.
Michael Owen.
You have to bring them in slowly.
Rooney.
You cannot be expecting
old.
you cannot be expecting an 18, 19-year-old to come and replace someone that plays 50, 60 games a season and say the 19-year-old must play.
No.
You go see him down the line.
Why Kevin De Bruyne have the long career he's having?
You understand?
All these boys. Them Salah.
Nah, even happy say this.
Them Salah, eh?
This
If
is
they them Salah,
They boom later.
happy say this.
31 is still killing everybody.
Very rarely do you see an 18-year-old wonder kid
That
that is
started
at 29 is still very rarely.
Anelka.
See Renato
Wayne
Sanchez.
Rooney. Renato Sanchez.
That guy is just 27. I say
Even Hazard, he was affected him
One Roman
eventually.
request-
Hazard was done now.
Hazard was
Hazard.
done after he left Chelsea.
You get.
The injuries got immediately started, so you have to
He's starting with
manage.
Sakana.
He started. God bless you. He started with
Saka,
Saka now.
play 2 games down.
Sporting down.
Play 2 games down.
Because you're
Carry
playing a
injury.
lot of games.
That's why Flick is not happy with the Spanish thing. But let's try to start at home. When you get them fit,
You
bench
too
am.
manage him too.
Yeah,
but you
manage
can't
him.
manage him because body
Do
dey
load
suit you. Say, "Nah, he go win
shedding
match
too.
for you."
Do load shedding because you cannot ask national
Why
team
they
to
give
do
an
load
injection?
shedding.
Right.
Why?
Why they give an
Make
injection?
people play now. Injection they give a day legal.
You're making you go pay and making the
His
payment
playing
shout.
is tied to both the game and the commercials now.
You understand? Now you say you don't collect Spanish passport. They don't tell you, oh, God, this Spanish passport you collect. So.
Shebi na him score goal, na him do like this by himself.
Yeah, the king now. King on the throne.
King.
That boy,
Anyway,
it's too short for that.
let us know what
We there.
yeah, let us know what you think. The Arsenal game will mean for Man City and for Arsenal. But I wanted to. Matthew's here, and one of the things I want to speak to you about, when it was obvious that you were coming, to join us for today. I wanted to ask you how you manage yourself in a space, in the space that you currently operate in, where, and I think the question for me is, how do you keep yourself objective, right? And you're not answering to me because I kind of understand because we've had a couple of run-ins, but when you have run-ins with ex-players, current players, that kind of thing, and you've been in the eye of the storm, administrators, that kind of thing, and you see the backlash, the fans have at you, the players have at you.
No, I don't see the fans backlash.
Yeah,
It's only maybe the
players. Yeah, it can also make you vindictive towards them in terms of your objectivity. How do you manage, staying
Neutral.
objective? That's the word in your sessions. Yeah.
Okay, so growing up, I've always said that people don't fight for Nigeria. People fight for their interest. It's hard when you look at the hierarchy of reason to support a decision. The first thing is it my tribesman? Is he from my region? Is it the same religion with me? Is he from my political party? Is there an affiliation between us, right? If you're speaking for Nigeria, you take the Nigerian interest above all else. And in the pretty early days where social media just came in, there's one incident that made me understand that, Oga, take your stand irrespective of whose horse is God. And this is what happened. Darie just left Plateau State as governor. And then there was all these ICPC, FCC talk of him, stealing money, allegedly. And I now wrote that, how can one man take this much money, knowing that before you went in, the state is suffering and all these things? Can you not just use that money if all you do is build a factory that can accommodate 1,000 people to learn sewing and all that? And then all the comments at the bottom, because that time I used to focus on reading the comment. People from the side of this Plateau side, the names, all those names that sound like jingle bells, was replying to that conversation with, what of your governor? We've not seen anything you've written about it. So it gave me a rethink. Like, I've also made a post about Ibori that, even though it's seen as the best. So when I finished that, I draw a conclusion for myself that, in this country, people don't speak for the country. They speak for interest. And most of the players that are my friends, a lot of them are my friends. It's not like we're enemies. Before anything comes out media, I first start talking to them like, oh God, this thing won't they do so. It's not good though. I have a job to do. If you watch, I think yesterday, Sondoli says podcast with Ayegbeni came out. He still talks today.
Ayegbeni has a podcast now?
No.
Sunday Ayegbeni was on
Okay.
podcast. And it was like, he's grateful playing for Nigeria. But if you look at this generation, the last 10 years, they would, what's that you hear them say?
They are doing a favor.
Nigeria, not my papa one. Sime said it in his own. I've heard many of them say it. And I'm very close to them. What disgusts you as...
Are you very close to them though?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Very close to the team.
Yeah.
So what disgusts you as a human being, and that's why I said that the most endangered species in Nigeria is integrity. The first way for you to be a bad person in Nigeria is to have integrity. To be a guy who say people must come to work on time, people must do things the right way. Now you go quick die. So when I'm around the Super Eagles camp and I see camp opens on Monday and I see a professional player coming into camp on Thursday for a game that we played on Friday or Saturday, I do not know how to handle that. Like, I could just chat up with you like, what really happen? Now, you hear that the camp is opening in Uyo and then you come to Lagos first
do
you
one
spend
or
Monday,
two
do one or two,
debauchery
then you go.
activities.
And what makes it sweet now is that the conversations that I've been having for the past 10 years is now beginning to come out everywhere.
It's happening.
That when I used to say that, some players believe that if you're a senior player, you should not come to camp early. Yakuba Ayegbeni said it on Olise's podcast yesterday. And I look at that, coming from somebody who used to think that everything must be done with a certain level of integrity, everything must be done the right way, because to me, I was raised to understand that there is no right way to doing a wrong thing. And on the job, when I came into the media, I noticed certain things that people do that compromise their ability to speak.
Right.
Let's say, for instance, go and visit an administrator, write your name. It was my first wake-up call, and it was in Ikoyi Amos Adamu's house. People were writing their name like they were signing condolence register. I said, no, I'm not. Because I carried people there. Because I have a car. That's why nobody called me. I know. Then when they finished, I saw people fighting on the streets in Queens Drive. Hey, now 5,000 you give me. You take 10,000. We can. So I was like, okay, this is what they do in this industry. I'm a fresher. I said, no, I'm not going to be doing this one. I'm going to be able to take my stand. But I must have facts to back whatever I'm doing. And then some things, if they are libelous, I need to check.
Right.
I also don't run on what people told me. I saw this thing in camp. I'm not going to do it.
Right.
It's not only
Right.
the evidence that I have.
you
I
have.
stand on that. But to answer your question, how does it make me? How do I
do you
manage to
manage your
stay
things, yeah?
objective? Is the fact that once I know that I'm speaking for Nigeria, I'm okay.
Yeah.
How you interpret it, like I always say,
know really concern you.
yes, I'm responsible for what I say, but I'm not responsible for your interpretation or translation or reinvention of that thing that I say. If what I have said is that I'm speaking for the good of Nigeria, if I tell you that you played rubbish representing Nigeria while you're playing better for your club, and I also put all the factors that worked against you from administrators and the rest, and you get angry because I mentioned your name, that's your business.
Yeah.
It's not my business.
Yeah,
If that's going to bend our friendship, I always tell people, I don't have a dream to own a private jet. I don't want to be as rich as Otedola or Dangote. I want to be able to pay my children's school fees, eat, live a comfortable life, and be fine. If knowing you means that I will fly on a private jet, that's not my work. I don't need them.
Yeah.
And because I don't need to eat from a player or an administrator, I enjoy the liberty of being able to speak my truth
Yeah.
in relation to
I think
facts.
I think that's the answer. You know,
Yeah, that's the answer.
and that's the power of independent media and what we do. You know, yeah. And there's value in that. IBU now. Right.
You're not there for their payroll now.
No. So
at the top,
Rufai saved IBK. So
Yes,
Desire.
you can testify to that.
you too, you know.
There's something I tell. Let me add this. There's something people work with me. I have a lot of people working with me, and it's one of my crew member that I was seeing wearing players jersey. God, this one. It's like how you they try you. I can't like. You can't catch me pants down wearing it. Some of my friends, Ojo Galo, Kenneth, they vest for me like, you know, they ask for anything. It's like,
Favor over labor.
I don't need them. They're like, no, we don't be brothers. Forget that thing, that journalism thing. What they do? Your people, they come from here. I say, because I know someone make you talk about me side. They come from
where
behind.
somewhere now.
Now wait till make. And then they ask.
Tell me so that
I like
you tell
to
another
drink
person.
pure water. I don't get money to drink bottled water of 10,000. I never reach that level. I'm not ashamed to drink the pure water.
So this thing that you said, let me just quickly chip in one thing. When we went to Uyo in 2018, I went to cover Super Eagles game. So I was, see me say if I carried camera, I was so excited that they allow us enter player hotel. That time, I think that match, Igalo scored 2 goals against Libya. So Igalo the waka like who getting
when we still able to beat African team.
Igalo the waka like who now Igalo they always Igalo they always waka like who get injury
The
for
waka
balls.
stiff, yeah. The waka stiff. Like
So I shall follow Igalo, he enter room. He can't tell us say they come out, he go come back. We waited there for like 1 hour. But me, I don't dey say, Baba, don't be you they feed me. I don't they go. So someone now came to meet me that Igalo will never come out. I said, why? He said, this person will deal with me. Say, till 100 years time, say Igalo no go come out. Say most of those players don't cancel that journalist. But I don't want to mention the person name, but bro,
Why you mention the person?
since then I can't the reason say so this is how they see almost everybody. You understand? And that's why I don't like going to Super Eagles camp again. I don't want they even see my face.
yeah, that's it. That thing is annoying. But
I don't
that
want them.
excuse,
I don't want
and a lot of people, the people that have used that excuse the most is Kelechi Iheanacho and Wilfred Ndidi. What pisses me off with that excuse is that
I almost fought Kelechi in that 2018.
Yeah.
I was asking Kelechi, okay, bro, let me just ask you something. And Kelechi just used me the chop banana. So I can't say, guy, you decrease me. I be like,
this guy brutal pass me on. Now they blame
I be
me.
like, they beg you for money. Which kind of rubbish are they call you? So this guy,
He no answer now. They call it-
either in the Kenneth
no
was
answer
now.
now.
Was
Kenneth,
now saying that
great
guy,
guy.
go answer those guys. Now this,
It has to be Kenneth.
I just verse come up for there because I was very pissed.
Let
Like,
me balance this thing out. There would always be journalists that will seek help. All of us sitting in this table, there are journalists reaching out to us for help. What I always say to them is, we need to go cast them outside. the state where you go, they begin ask for help. Something is not right.
Yeah,
My mom have this
it-
thing
it
that she
took-
says that don't judge people.
Yeah.
Pray that the thing where they do this person will make them the misbehave like this.
Yeah.
I'm not excusing them or make it not happen to you because you might do worse. So just be grateful to God for the opportunities you have. Now, before these players become, if you put all the successful Nigerian players active like now together, they're not reach 100. There are players playing in the league every day that would call me, my wife, my children never eat, or they never pay a salary for 4 months. So, Baba, if you send something, or my wife just born in the hospital, I not get money to discharge. I don't disburse money. I cannot, for the life of me, send it to anybody. I cannot use it to not judge players.
yeah.
So, if you, because one person asks you for help, that's not the
Can't
reason
take
for you to
am.
not come to the national team and disrespect journalists.
Like-
That's, again, this is part of the reason why it is hard for me to speak good of Super Eagles players, because they will come here and tell you that, oh, Nigerian journalists are beggars. How many, 2 or 3 cannot beg you and you not make it about Nigerian journalists? Every time I've been to the Super Eagles in the last couple of years, it's between 2.5 to 3 million naira that I spend, because I don't travel alone. I always carry people along. I tell people, now me be the...
Carry me along. Not to Super Eagles camp, but
But I don't carry you
no,
go
no.
on one
Yeah, no,
match
we-
where you
we
help
did,
me anyway.
Yeah.
This thing now is, ask him, when I produced the league, gatekeepers told me that I was being foolish, that I'm flying crew members. They should travel by road. Until recently, they were traveling by road to go produce Super Eagles game, and 3 people were killed. And I reminded the person, I said, but
I be you now.
see this is the way you talk, so
I be
it wouldn't
now.
have cost you anything to fly this man.
Yes.
You've killed 3 people now. It's on
Yes,
you.
who have
And he said,
families.
the words I'm using are too harsh. I said, no,
What are
you were
you
the one
talking
that
about?
told me flying these people will spoil them. Then other people not go feel work with them.
Hmm.
All of these gatekeeping one at the keep, that's more money you want to save. You're not going to buy private jet. You're not going to still leave wherever you stay to come stay in Banana Island. So when I always give them this example, when Basketman wants to do a show in London and he's carrying everybody, he fly them. You know, they tell them, I go follow Libya, follow Agadez, meet me for London. So those are some of the standards we must set. So I don't think that any player have the right to say because people they beg you money.
But I think I want to come in here and
There is industry. Not forget, say there are a lot of freelancers. You cannot call a freelancer a journalist.
Nobody wey dey successful, they know they beg money.
So again, that's where
Would you want to be begged or you want to be the one begging?
yeah.
Talk.
So what I don't have a lot of I don't have a lot of experience to this.
You be a jabata now. He's a rich
With the,
pikin
no,
now.
with the players, because
No,
I
with the
didn't
players,
want to.
I've never been on the players before.
I make it a point. I never go to anywhere the Super Eagles are.
I've never been around the players before.
I have done Super Eagles documentary.
No,
Pay
you-
200,000, but I need to enter players hotel room.
Uh-huh.
The only ones I do now, we want to shoot you guys playing. We write, we got approval, we do and we come on. I don't like players dashing me money.
No, you are an ex-football player.
Yeah,
You
put
understand?
investment into.
So no, ex-football player is just natural. You will gravitate towards football players and people they gravitate towards
This is
you.
Yeah.
the
That is-
ex-footballer now.
you are not.
Yeah, Tom Cruise.
I'm an ex-footballer.
Yeah, Tom
Okay.
Cruise.
Fair, right?
Ex
If
Tom
you
Cruise.
insist.
Tom Cruise body double.
But I don't have a lot of experience. But what I say is that the orientation for people who call themselves journalists, and I'm not one, but I think that some of the narrative around Nigerian journalists, football journalists, or sports journalists, if you like, is almost is unfortunate, but is also unavoidable because of the very low ceiling.
Yeah.
Because what does it? Who is? I was talking to Moses the other day, and Emperor was telling me.
Great guy. Moses Praise, right?
Yeah, he said
Fantastic
he
human
said-
being.
They will say, "What am I?" He said, "I'm a journalist." Say, "What is this person is a journalist?" Say, "You see, if they call it journalist, they'll put two of us in the same."
Sit.
You see what I'm saying?
You see why they sign up
You know,
journalists.
so
Exactly.
the ceiling is so. So what I'm saying to you now is that that is Moses Priest. You get studio host. AFCON. World Cup. Yeah. This is 25 years of working around speaking. You understand?
And at the top.
At the top, right? So you can't speak about. You can't say that person, this person. You can't. That word is too generic.
You can't just level them.
You can't level them. You
and
understand?
put them in the same.
So
bowl.
again, because the investment, the training, the courage, the knowledge, the expertise, the
access.
experience, the access, So I say that the ceiling, the entry level to be a Nigerian journalist is too low. It's too low. It's too accessible. So I think the important thing is if you want to improve that ecosystem, you have to raise the entry level.
No, so
Right.
what I would say, let me quickly respond.
No, I disagree with that.
Let me quickly respond. I have a different opinion to that as well.
What does it take to be called one?
No.
No, Matthew, what does it take to be called one?
Let me first of all,
Let him-
my rebuttal to that is that the first part you mentioned about the ceiling of the profession is too low. That's why you have
The
this
entry
problem.
level. I made a
Entry
mistake.
level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Entry level.
I would have agreed with the ceiling because, and the reason is this: you for entry, in my understanding,
In every feed, entry is
let there
qualification.
be access for everybody if you have the drive. Even
Now,
if you
why
don't have the
Osimhen
talent,
will say-
even
now
if you
why
don't have the
Osimhen will
talent
say
yet.
Gala don't top
Wait,
professional
wait,
footballer?
Yes.
wait,
There's
let
no
me finish.
cap to
Let me
the
finish.
entry.
You understand where I'm
It's an
going?
information industry.
Even if you don't have the talent yet, if you have the drive and you have the goal to say, this is what I want to do. The reason is this. If the ceiling is high enough, it will sieve out the talent that you require to remain and get ahead in the job. Because if the ceiling is high enough, and why I said the ceiling is that the goal has to be, for example, if our league was prosperous, if our league was what it is supposed to be, I'm telling you, the ceiling for journalism will be higher than it is now. And once the ceiling is higher, you know that all that is required for you to even be in the room is quality work. It has to be quality work.
I agree with that.
Because the ceiling is high.
I agree with that.
It makes
I agree with that.
sense.
It's like when you go to, it's like when you speak about Empress. When you watch Empress, if you want to be in that space, you know where you have to
bet-
come.
you have to better that.
You have to be exactly.
You have to be that or you have to better
so
that.
it is the ceiling that has to go.
So the mistake we're making is we're making it look like football. The team Grimsby Town beats Man United. Everybody's angry. If that game was Man City, Man United, people will not be angry, right? But
We're
there
angry
are,
with this.
no, but there are competitions that will make Grimsby Town and Man United play together. It doesn't mean that they're on the same level. So for sport journalism or any job, all it requires is if you have a small knowledge of the industry, you can read and write. Let's stay with sport journalism. You can read and write, you can write about sports, you can talk about sports. That's the entry level. Now, what will make you grow to an Empress, to a UB, to...
No, don't put me. You're
No.
not saying praise you be.
No, I'm just saying, I'm not
No,
going to
we
go
get
call
what you mean. We get what you mean.
Jomoto Imbo and the rest of them. This
Yeah.
guy, or
Fair,
Temisa
fair.
Nokomi. I'm not, as high
Yeah,
as
journalist.
Empress...
I'm not a journalist.
Get out. As high as Empress, I will still put him under the Jomoto Imbo and the rest because some of us get paid because of the Jomoto Imbo, right?
Yeah, because
Now,
of course, you understand that.
Egbon.
Now, when you look at all of that, something will make you grow. When I came in 2004, they said my voice was not good enough. And I had a voice of the chipmunk. It wasn't good. But I wanted to prove a friend of mine wrong. I didn't
That's
have the
what I
ambition.
mean.
That is proof.
I just
You
wanted to
have-
prove my
you have kids.
friend wrong.
That's proof.
And then I work hard every day.
That's exactly what I mean.
Work hard. And then when I got my one shot, like the movie 8 Mile, Eminem, I said today. Well, I thought it was today. This Nigeria, this Lagos.
It doesn't mean both of us are going to down.
Yeah.
Today.
This Nigeria one, this Lagos one, and it say if you can't cut it here, you cannot. If you cannot make it anywhere, you're not. I'm good today. It's a sports broadcast school. I'm going to overthrow all the people. And from 12 to 6, I finished. I jumped to my car. I drove home. They call me, say, bro, so if they come every Sunday. They offered me a job, and my first question is, how much are you paying? They said 35,000 naira per month. And I replied to the person, Nesta Sani, I said, Nesta, my rent is 2 million naira. In Ikoyi, my rent is 2 million naira per annum. That money you want to give me in a month is what I spend in Why Not? In like my first entry, we sit down, the first flow of food. There's no way I would do
The
it.
appetizer.
Forget it. But coming on Sunday, I will do it. That's how I went 8 years for free. Now, I've paid the price I've gotten here. Not forget that with the whole roller days of me being an ex-player, owning a club, running. So I have that network.
Right.
What we now lack, what has caused this problem, is that too many people did not put people under them, train them, let them know how it should be. Like you going into the Super Eagles camp, somebody should have told you that a journalist
you have
have absolutely no right going to the room of a player. The arrangement of going to the camp is that when you come, you speak. The only person as a journalist you are supposed to interface with is the media officer of the team. Then the media officer will not tell you, today is our media palio. It's going to be 2 hours. And certain players are not going to be available. Plan for yourself.
Senior man, let me tell you, do you know why that is as well? Why you have a situation where, you have people who haven't trained people under them. Big shout out to Empress, by the way.
Great
The
guy.
reason is still the ceiling. Do you know why?
No, it's not
Because-
selling, it's greed.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why the
This
reason
small
it's
boy
still
can't come rupture that with me. No, make it not grow.
That's why it's the ceiling.
funny.
You see,
We have a lot of
when we
foolish-
talk about
I think for me it's important to raise the floor on the ceiling.
when we talk about when
you raise the floor-
when we talk about
When you raise the floor,
when we talk about broadcasting,
ceiling
right?
goes
When we
higher.
talk about broadcasting in the UK, for example, and let's still stick to sports. If you are at the time, it was Sean. What's the guy's name?
John Dykes.
John Dykes. At the time, it was John Dykes. How is John Dykes going to say that? Oh, because this person, if they reach it, they will take my job.
No.
There's too many jobs to do.
Yeah.
There are too many things to do. If I live here, I will still make a lot of
The
money
broad is
after I
wide.
live here.
And
here, the ceiling is so low that the guy that's at the top of it is thinking, from here, there's no way, and only this thing I sabi do, so I have to remain here to keep earning this money. If these guys come from me, this guy be like, say, better pass me now, you can't take this
Yeah,
job.
people here hate you when you're so good.
Exactly.
I tell you that here there is a setup that says once you employ somebody, watch him. Make sure he doesn't get better.
Look, you know,
once he starts to
exactly.
get better, sack him. But
Okay,
not only sack him,
okay, I think
tell
I'm
every
right.
organization not
Yeah,
to employ
for
him,
me-
so that talent will die. Now
Yeah.
we also do not have large enough platform for many
Exactly, that's what I
years.
mean by the
We have
ceiling.
only one sports radio in Nigeria, in a country of 200 million.
Yeah,
We have
exactly.
in the UK, you can work with BT, you can work with
that is only possible because you don't have running leagues, not just for football.
Yes.
You get-
We don't have running leagues. We don't have anything for women football. We don't have anything for
Media
basketball.
houses are
byproduct.
they're like the amplifier
of the product you already have.
They're saying this is what is happening here. Oh.
Yeah.
Listen
Now
to
like this, so
You understand?
That's how you then
That's
know
how
that
you
it is quality work, because you have to
Then
remain in
look,
this job.
look at the evil
Exactly.
in the
Right.
system.
Exactly.
you don't have a
One
you don't have a
radio-
basketball league.
No.
You don't have
One radio station is the only sports radio station, right? Another radio station say, oh, want to put people in our studio and be running commentary. That one goes to court and say, no, stop them. You don't have broadcast right for the league that you're stopping somebody. Whose person's job, whose bidding are you doing? In a country, that should already set the tone for how evil the system is.
Yeah.
So most times, and then again, most people will employ people, they will not train you. They give you money.
Yeah,
now.
there's that
they
one
will
in the
give you
country
money
again.
and say, go to Super Eagles camp. Every day you must file in 5 reports.
Yes.
Of those 5 reports, 3 must be interviewed with the players.
Yes.
Oga, we get access to the team. Are we sponsors of the national team?
Yeah.
How do you? What makes
how
you
do I
think
get it?
I'll just go there and Okocha wants to talk to me, or Victor Seaman wants to talk to me?
How?
Let's
So
even give the players a respect. Can I, you, my boss? Can I talk to you 3 times in a day?
If you watch a United press conference, for example, right?
That's a big point.
The
That's
first
valid
the
point.
press officer sits beside the manager.
Yes, now.
Right. And he says
Controls
he says-
everything.
He says, you know, press conference embargoed for this time, you know, saying this for editorial, this is for this thing. So we're gonna start with BBC Simon Stone. Simon Stone is BBC's lead.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know,
now.
that kind of thing, right?
These people know what they are doing.
So the Beebs
a
have
working
paid,
system.
The
They're not just going
Beebs,
to
the Beebs have priority.
the Clarice's room and say, I'm trying to get
You
an
understand?
interview.
Then they go from the Beebs, they can go to TNT. Anyway,
You go fit enter St. George's Park.
so
Yeah.
You
So
go
go to
give
the
you
Clarice
access
room.
to-
They get match tomorrow.
Who can give access to?
The guy with his in the buff.
So I wanna come in here so before wrap it up, and I think we'll do something compelling together. I made a note to speak this into existence during AFCON. I hope Morocco was really nice, but I think
Was too expensive.
Yeah.
25 million gone. And I need another 80 million to do AFCON.
Yeah,
so it's
so
crazy.
I think by God's
Without
grace-
sponsors, it's crazy. But if I could do 25 million without a sponsor, I think that, I don't know. It's a short time, but
That's what I say.
80 million will
That's
come.
what you do carry on, right? But I think we'll be there. I think we'll do something
We
together.
already
shall
agreed
be
that
there.
you guys will be there. now.
Right, yeah.
I think that the AFCON will benefit more from you guys. So see, there is something.
No, I love it.
No,
I
there's
agree.
something
I
Tyrese.
agree.
High praise.
No, there's something Tyrese said that I hang on to, and we're raised like that. Don't be so humble in this life that you negotiate
Yeah, I've seen
yourself.
that.
I sent it to you.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
We sometimes CAF. I was in the WAFCON. I was looking to buy the trophy, the replica. CAF is not saying. The football fast track people ordered Champions League and they got it, right? There's a reason why. So right now, if you're a media person that is doing well within your space, you have your community, CAF need you more than you need them.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I mean by that.
Yeah,
but
fact.
this whole humility, like, oh no. Nah,
No,
like,
of
CAF
course,
need
no,
us.
I agree with that. No, so for me, the most important thing, and when I look at the work you do, and a lot of people don't know, you know, Mathew Edafe has a YouTube, you know, page of his own,
Yeah.
Liberty TV, right? That it's like a when people speak about YouTubers, you know, and streamers, right? And people say this is funny thing on Twitter a couple of months ago. Somebody said, 24/7 electricity will not improve Nigerians' lives. And I laughed.
Who said that?
Yeah, I don't want
But I don't want to go into that.
Let's not- let's leave it.
Yeah, but point I wanted to make is that Mathew does a show every morning, right, and streams on YouTube, basically, right. And before the advent of, I think that I don't know how long Kai Cenat has been working for, right? Kai Cenat,
yeah.
You know, I'm cool.
Few years.
Right?
Switch guy.
Few years, yeah. But what I'm trying to say is the principle is that you have a guy who, in the sports ecosystem, has been waking up, right, every morning, doing an independent show.
Run fuel, run gen,
run internet, for how many years?
It's the 8th year now.
8th year now, yeah? 8th year. So there is that. Then Mathew has another podcast which he started now. I wanted to, and for me, the most important thing for people like you that do what you do is, we're speaking about this ecosystem and how shrunk it is.
Yeah.
It's important that people show people what is possible.
Yeah.
And
That's my dream.
Yeah,
That's the only dream I have.
And I think that Mathew has shown a lot of people what is possible, right?
Yeah.
A lot what is possible.
Even with the question that you asked, that I asked him about how do you stay objective, I think that especially now,
that is, I didn't even see that, but that's
I
also
think
important.
especially now, showing people, because the football ecosystem now, we've seen the trajectory. Somebody tweeted about how they went and changed the NFA to NFF. The trajectory, how our football has gone. I feel like anybody that knows anything about Nigerian football now is almost as if, you can't criticize them. You can't. So just to even show people what's possible.
That's serious indoctrination.
Exactly.
For all the young kids.
Exactly.
Right? So I spoke about, I don't pride myself in having run-ins, but just by, I've had a couple of run-ins,
But you're very good at what you do.
Thank you.
The small space you've chosen. You've done color commentary for me.
Yeah,
I pencil a lot of things. All right, a lot of people who've worked with me, and some people say I've never worked with this one again. This one, may God give me opportunity to work with that. I'm that brutal. This is a guy that I know right now. I can't afford him, but I know I want to. No, I want to work with him more.
Call me.
There is
Ask me how
something
much.
I was telling Emmanuel team. I said I can't go, but I want to be able to send UB and you to Formula One, the Grand Prix, the British Grand Prix, the Milan Grand Prix, or Monaco Grand Prix. I like how he presents himself. I'm big on branding.
Now me train him now.
Thank you very much.
Why you say that bandana?
On that one.
That thing I even they like.
They say that
bandana
wearing hipsters. It's actually AC.
No worry. Them way they do it under sun. Your suffering is not a degree.
It's not Olympics,
competition.
you understand?
So I want him standing there with the microphone and just telling us
what's
people are
happening, what's going on, yeah.
Had the means of coming. That's why I was very happy when Empress went for the Hungary or Australia.
Yeah.
Because the higher people in
showing
your industry
what-
grow, the more people
That's what
under
I'm
will
saying.
grow.
I always
That's silly
it
where
is-
they talk
it-
with
it
that.
is, and I call it. I always call it the Alibaba principle.
Don't worry, fam.
Yes,
Silly
that's it.
fam.
It's the Alibaba principle.
You understand?
That's
That's
like
what I'm saying.
all the
You
industry.
see, let me also. You see, you use Alibaba.
Help me
You use
there.
Alibaba. In Elbong and I, we've been to IK or South Korea. From my experience in the industry.
I want to tell you guys one Alibaba story before I go.
Right.
From my experience in the industry, I've met people and I've had experiences with people, but I like
Big
not
name.
to. But I don't
Big
like
name.
to at this point now be too trying to get be close to this person.
I don't want close to anybody.
I just like to. I learn what I learned from
I have
you.
one last Super Eagles take for we close.
I learned what I learned from you, and then IK said, had us in the class and said, this is how you charge. If you're a master of ceremonies, this is how you charge, this is how you charge, this is how you charge. At the end of the event, he said, I'm not telling you to charge like this because I like you. I'm doing this for me. He said, because the higher you can charge, the higher I can charge.
That's the
You
same
see,
Alibaba
that's
story.
exactly.
principle,
There's
yeah.
not a lot of people in the industry that have grown that understand that the higher the ceiling, the better for them.
Yep.
They want to remain in that. We could just hold this one for you.
No. They want you to be afraid. To
You
charge,
get to
so
try.
that- but
They don't want to get
they don't
better as
realize-
well.
Yeah,
they don't want to
yeah.
better themselves. They want to remain here
Yeah,
and just
they
take
don't-
what
they
they are
don't-
taking
they don't-
already.
they
Your growth will expose their inadequacies, their
Exactly.
mediocrity. Now, Alibaba were cousins, right? But I've been very far from him.
Right.
When I lost my job in Brilla and I was setting up, I said, let me go to somebody outside of sports that will give me an unbiased business opinion. And also...
I remember this thing, but go. I remember.
So we're there. he spent 4 hours talking to me about things that I should do. Some of the things I told him, I don't get the money to do this one, unless you go fund them. But this is also not my passion. But long story short, one time I kept going there once in a while we go, I just learn and I go home. And every time I go, my mom taught me that I will always carry like 1 bottle of wine or something, because I cannot go home and take all these things from you without giving something in return, right? One day, Ali say, we go Wings or Ando. So, what am I going to do here? And we got there and they said I should go upstairs and follow Bola. We go there, give me 15 million naira check. And the lady now said, tell us make no vessel. This not be normal fee, but you know the advance will don't pay plus this one may just manage them because now after thought now boss at the top now I say make we call them and the last minute. But next time we'll go pay normal fee. Now, not knowing that these guys have given him 15 million before. Okay, so what did he really come there to do? Lunchtime, they gave him 15 minutes to just chat them
Do
up.
small thing.
But he did not do any small thing. By my start, he was insulting their boss, insulting everybody. That's my
That's
what I
they
took
paid
out
him
from
for.
them. My
Yeah.
myopic head, but he was insulting everybody. So when we're going, we're driving on his Mercedes Benz and we're going. I was like, just the two of us. And I was like, I don't understand. So these people pay you 30 million to come and insult their Oga, insult them, and then they were just forming laughter. Because the Oga, they laugh. Anytime the Oga laugh, they go laugh. Anytime the Oga frown, they go keep quiet. I said, what qualify you, I beg, to take 30 million to roast people? Teach me so that cut soup for me, that kind of talk. And he said, I can do that thing for free. They can call me, give me 1 million, I'll take it. This is not just 15 minutes, just joke. It's like, if I come here, come visit you, go collect money. I'll collect money for you. He said, no. He said, but if you do it for free, Basket Mat will have to do it for free.
Damn.
AY will have to do it for free.
Damn.
Acapella will have to do it for free.
Like,
but if he take
Acapella is very smart, by the
which
way.
30 million is not even his bill. Like it should be like around
you understand?
50 to 80 million
Alibaba,
for
you
that
are
15
right.
minutes. So now if he takes 80 million, Basketman can take
Can take
50
million.
million.
I've already plateaued.
AY
You
can
can.
take
I stunned
45.
everybody.
See this thing that you said.
That-
I have a jotter where from Alibaba's master class.
That's it until he
I'll
gets
take
down
out
to
my- I'll
the
take out my
lowest.
glass for this one.
Until he gets down to the lowest person, that person can still take enough to feed himself and put
You
a
see,
little savings in the bank. He
said-
said, now go back to your industry. This is 2019. So go back to your industry and repeat the same thing. But my foolishness, poverty mentality, and I say, but bros, I will take feed. I never feed. I want to feed other people. All these children, they not get respect. I don't want to carry anybody along, and tomorrow they'll come to drag me for Twitter, say they work for me for free. He said, no. How you carry yourself? If you get 5,000 naira and you want to go eat that, I normally like to do like 3 times a week, go a hotel, go do lunch. It's not a show off thing. It's just like a mindset thing for me. Like, I can afford to
Make
do
I
it.
do, yeah.
Let me do it. He said, next time, if you go that hotel, carry 2 or 3 of your team. Sometimes just buy handkerchief, just buy and do it equally among everybody. Just buy ice cream, give this one, say thank you for making the sacrifice to work with me. And people always ask me, how is it that you're able to gather all these people to work for you? How much should you pay them? I said, well, go and ask them. What I have done is, when I took 5 people to Ghana, my channel does not need it. But I show these guys that I can go the whole 9 yard for you. It is not up to you to decide whether you will go the whole 9 yard for me or not. 25 million to go to Morocco. I didn't appear on any microphone analyzing the game. I leave the girl, Joy. You should be the face of this one. It's women's this thing. You, Mikolo, this is your first time in this place. Catch the fun. Let me stay on the side, just do petty things. 25 million is big money.
So if you know, they destroy radio.
But what I have done, and now when I look back, I am the only media in Nigeria that have been able to take, apart from Super Sports, I've been able to take 5 people across one country to another, Ghana, and then Morocco, because it's the same amount of money it will cost to go to Europe to do that. No, I not ask any one of them say, now you go sort out your visa.
Yeah.
The only thing you sort out was your accreditation. And I'm sure that as they grow, other people want to do it.
Yeah.
I'm sure that
So you're
you
showing them what's possible.
Yes, you guys
Exactly.
would go to the World Cup, not because Nigeria qualify, and just going to catch fun, go to Formula 1, go to basketball, the NBA Finals, the World Series, all of that. It become what is possible to traditional media. That
Exactly.
all this one, you lock people in the house, maybe they read what's in there for Daily Mail,
yeah,
maybe they
yeah,
argue
yeah.
about what's in there for complete football.
Yeah.
That's not journalism.
Yeah.
You have to build them as brand. Where I come from, it is a taboo for a presenter to be popular, to be big. You can't be bigger than the brand or the radio station or the TV station and all that. That's the older generation. We should be able to say, no, this is not the way it is.
Yeah.
ESPN is big because Stephen A. Smith is big.
Yeah.
This
It's
hindsight,
a-
so
it's
you
a
guys have to be
personality
big.
job.
Yeah.
It's a personality
No,
industry.
Yeah.
But also you touch on an important point. I'm wrapping up in 5 minutes. The most important thing for me, and I have to say it, when we started building this podcast, deliberate to not build it with superstars.
It's the smartest thing. That's also why I do.
To not build it with
Rookies,
Scotia.
I bring rookies in like.
Right. So
I want to be able to track your growth.
IBK, what's up? Where you at? Can we have an agreement? You'll be here every week. That kind of thing, right? I knew, of course, Rufai as well. So we're gonna do this, and you find that there's not a week that goes by if we don't record. I have at least 10 DMs. People were like, hey,
Same with me.
So the day I bring it, so that I call. But you don't have Super Eagles, but you don't carry. I don't need it.
I don't need them.
need to.
That's why I
That's
tell
not the
people,
strength
I am.
of what
Me
we're
and my
doing.
team is my platform.
Exactly.
So it's summertime. I've got Nigeria play a good country. We'll call anybody.
if you
Like,
come,
if you come, great.
but that's not the strength. of
Understand?
what
And if you come and you act like you did me a favor, I might do it 30 minutes and wrap it up immediately.
you
And
can
I will
get
still
out.
not upload that.
I might not
thing.
upload it as well.
You know how many interviews where I tell my producer, kill him. This guy is
You get.
Yeah.
he had the big. What's wrong with
That's
him?
what people don't understand. The job is a personality.
Yeah.
This thing you have to.
Which basketball Stephen A. Smith play?
Exactly.
100 million pounds, bro.
100 million.
Some
$100
footballers no go, some
5
basketball
years, bro.
players no go sign that
Yes,
contract.
They have a contract ever.
But when the worst one I hear is, hey, stop talking about yourself. That it seems like pride.
My brother, relax. I want to ask you about, as a wrap up, the consequence of Super Eagles not being to the World Cup. How does that affect? I feel like this one is the most. I feel like this particular one, because it's in the Imperial Empire,
Yeah.
right? And we have a great demography of Nigerians there. I feel like this is the most costly one. So you missed the one in Russia. Oh no, we're in
Qatar.
Russia. You missed one in Qatar. These are evolving empires. This one,
Yankee,
Texas. Our brothers plenty for there, that kind of thing. I feel like this one is very expensive.
My brother don't arrange
I
one
think it's
room.
expensive.
One
Now
room.
this
It's
one
very expensive.
This one is the most expensive because again it's the biggest one. When we're qualifying with 3, we managed to qualify. Went to 5 or so, we qualify. Now how do you get to 9 plus a possible 1, which is 10, and we're not there? And to go back to back, Qatar, me and my partners lost about $400,000 direct money and a possible earnings of 3.7 million from the people who have signed up to take what we're producing. So in dollars, that's
Are you for real?
yes, that's a big loss for us. But as an ecosystem, I think a 48 team World Cup with the size of sports content creators that we have, you're looking at a loss of about $500 million in earnings across board, all over Nigeria, in activation, sponsorship,
Even in
traveling,
diaspora to the NFF,
diaspora, money
everything.
back to Nigeria. That's what you're looking at, and it's crazy. I try not to discuss it, and when we talk these things, we're like, that's why when some people talk about, oh, these content creators are the reason why the team is not winning, like you don't even get sense. You don't even know what you're saying. Like this is not part of the problem. The problem is bigger than this, but that's what we will lose. When we lost that money, my partner's marriage almost collapsed. Even me, I was in the middle of this and my son was dying. My little boy was dying at that time. When we're doing the league, we're looking for the doctor that would operate
How
him.
you take that like that?
Yeah, that would operate him and remove the tumor from him, right? All of these are happening, and when we speak, so
Is the kid okay though?
yeah, it's very okay.
Right.
He's jumping around, smartest kid in the world right now, and people think, oh, yeah, you're petty. No, some of us are really in the. I told one guy, I say, honestly, that thing goes through. I feel pay 50% of Nigerian footballers. Why do people even think that footballers really have money? One question I threw to my friend Bayo in Toyota is, what would you rather be, Roman Abramovich or the 40 players in the team? And he paused. I say, because in my own case, I want to be like Roman Abramovich. It's like, oh, you're confusing me. You say you don't want to be like Dangote. I say, my point is, I want to be the guy. No, I want to be the guy employing the people. I want to be the one creating the job, not the one who gets one piece of the pie and then is acting like it's the bakery.
And I think that's another important thing. And I want to wrap it up here because we can't exhaust everything today, right?
I'll come another day. I'll give you my word.
Yeah, the next time won't be a football show, right? I want to wrap it up here because it's important to also teach.
Give that guy a mic.
Teach the kids as well. I told you like if you tell them anybody. Now producer now. So do you want to producer?
They're all mad, all of them.
If you don't cover your content, you get. So anyway, I think it's been a really good show.
Thank you.
I think I can put our hands together for
I've loved
for
it.
Matthew.
I've loved it.
It's been really good, really good. I love it so much. It's been really good.
There's always the fear of if you
top-
come to the show that
top
you always
performance.
follow whether it will match up to what you see, what has
Yeah.
been edited. But I
Yeah.
think that
Top
coming in
performance.
is better than even what I watch.
Yeah,
That's like-
I appreciate that.
That's like the
That's really good too. That's really good too, right?
praise.
Thank you so much, Matthew. It's been really special. All the best with the podcast. All the youngest you're putting on, and of course, Elevated TV. I tuned in. I told you I couldn't hear you. I called you. I was like,
Yeah.
I couldn't hear you. And things like that. So keep that going, right?
Thank you.
Speaking to existence, AFCON, we should work together, right?
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong
nice,
with that. People say, yeah, but it's a competition. I don't think.
I
like
hear
that.
that. And when I post your work, it's like,
I
why
don't
are you
think-
posting your
I
competition?
don't think like that. Anyway,
Competition.
I think I want to thank you very much indeed.
That boy is working in Cool FM. Why are you resharing his work?
Yeah, it's not important. Stephen
Nigeria.
A, Charles Barkley,
Nigeria.
Shaq, all,
Those
they're
are the
all,
problems we
they
have.
all, they all play together.
How many platforms this Sigma babe don't work on now?
Sima Jazwa, yeah,
all this
everywhere.
they say no because you're on this radio, you can't work for this radio.
can't be there.
Oh, before you're on TV, you can't appear on this. See, I know. Be say how much do they pay me when you want to make idea exclusive?
Stop that nonsense. Rufa, I want to thank you very much indeed,
course.
for making it as
Always
well.
a pleasure.
IBK, guys, thank you so much. Look, as always, I know you guys, you love the podcast so much, you enjoy it so much that you forget to share it. But please share it.
Please share.
And please like
Subscribe
it. And,
and like.
Yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
That was a scream.
Nice one, man.
Thanks, man.
Bless.
You guys have a very,
Very well done,
lovely
man.
setup.
Very
I like
well
this
done. Very well
setup,
done. Very well done.
smooth relationship amongst everyone.
Very well done, man.
Some days when I go fight too, but now for the good of the show. I always tell
Exactly.
people that some days like everybody go shout for each other, but for the good
No,
of
that's it. Yes.
and I think that, and I'm not saying it just to impress anybody anyway, but I think that you guys have a great setup that should stay for long.